We're all recording.
I've been recording. Last 18 minutes.
Oh, this is all being used in some way or
We've
another.
been recording almost 20 minutes.
You don't know the motherfucking podcast. And that's the double truth,
Why are you the way that you are, the way that you are, the way that you are?
You'll know this.
The Lyrical Thing.
The motherfucking podcast.
Oh my god.
I want her to join in so bad. Can you give me something? A clap? No? An ad-lib of some sort? A snap? There we go. That counts. A little groan. I can't do that girl's voice. I got nothing.
No, you don't have to do her voice.
I saw the pot.
No, you don't have to sing. You literally
Just
rap.
go.
This is how we rap.
go.
Just rap.
Episode 130. We getting dirty. Sade staying flirty. What's up? Villa in the back. No, Kev's in the back with the hands up. You put them up now. Keep on beatboxing. Look at that. Real thorough. Keep it doing on the couch. I don't know. I'm losing fucking focus right now. Episode 130, the lyrical fix. We know we do the shit. Off the top, staying sick. Ill as ever. In the mix. What's up? Rangers on the hat. Do it big. Here to talk the Kendrick album review. All that shit.
All that shit.
Episode 130. Let's get it.
All right. You guys are tuned into Lyrical Fix Podcast with
That
your
was
host,
fire.
Sade.
Pit Pro.
Fella.
And E in the back.
In the back. What's up, y'all? Man, brand new week. Hell of a fucking week. A lot of
Yep.
shit that we missed out on. But we're here to talk about it, man. Should we get right into the album? Should we get into the other stuff that we missed right after this episode was recorded? What do y'all think? I mean, I don't want to get too much into details because I'm sure a lot more will come out
Yeah.
with the whole YSL, Young Thug, Gunna.
Might as well
shit.
just go with that.
Yeah. Let's get
Knock
into
it out.
it, man. So basically, after we recorded Tuesday morning, right, E? Tuesday morning,
Tuesday
I believe.
morning.
Yeah.
Tuesday morning.
Yeah, it was literally like Monday night, Tuesday morning.
FBI, did a raid at Young Thug's crib and arrested him and a bunch of other people with 28 people total. 26, which is Thug, Gunna, and 26 other people of the YSL crew, whatever you want to call them, on a bunch of counts. I believe it was like 50-something counts, including armed robbery, assault, and possession of firearms, things of that nature. Pretty much a RICO case at this point. I don't know the validity of it because I saw some shit on Twitter, but there was like, this is a state RICO case, not a federal RICO case.
Yeah.
So there's a huge difference. I don't know, can anybody confirm? Am I missing anything on that?
No, it's a state.
It's a state.
It's a state, yeah.
What do y'all know about that? Like, I just know that it's different and maybe not as major of a
If
thing.
state doesn't hold, if they can't get a state RICO, then the federal won't work.
If they can't get a state, the
Oh, that I
federal will
didn't
work.
know.
Yeah,
So-
so they're not gonna pursue something if it doesn't stick on a lower
pretty
level.
much if the state fumbles it, then that's it.
Right.
They're in the clear.
Exactly.
Even though the FBI is somewhat involved because they started the raid?
Yes.
Wow.
So it's
Crazy.
on a state level. It's not on a federal level right now. It's on
Which
a
is
state.
weird.
Which is
So it's Atlanta going after.
Yeah, it's the DA, the one that I sent you guys that video.
yes.
Yeah. Why
Just
did
trying
it
to
go?
clean it all up, clean all the acts up.
Yeah, she was one of the because I have like a string of videos, but I didn't have time to go through them. The only one I saw was the one I sent you guys where they asked her why didn't you go after Jack Harlow, and she dodged the question entirely.
It's too much of a reach.
Entirely. Like what she said, she's like, so yeah, that's what I wanted to do. I don't know if I should play it or not, but that shit was
It was very
So
weird. Yeah, I heard.
stupid.
I saw it. It looked very awkward
Very
the way she answered that question. Yeah.
don't play it now.
Yeah, go ahead.
What I'll tell you is that as large as this indictment is, I told my team that let's not be sexy. Now, let's not overreach.
Let's not be
Let's
sexy.
be conservative in our approach, which is always the approach that I take.
Let's not overreach.
And in taking that approach, 28 defendants were indicted, and they were indicted for the crimes that I believe were appropriate for this RICO indictment. And so I won't speak to any
But
I kind of see that.
is maybe Jack Harlow just outside of the state? Is that why?
I don't know if he's outside the state, but also just because he's the number one album in the country. When she said like overreach, like that's just kind of like puts way too much attention on the case. It kind of makes it seem like it's not legit. I think it kind of takes some of the validity away if you include Jack Harlow in the case.
How though?
I don't know, just because YSL and Jack Harlow, it just doesn't.
Maybe he had
Because
said
I don't see
or
the
maybe he had
connection,
said
but I don't know like the case details. I don't know why people are bringing up Jack Harlow.
No idea either.
He's not on that label, is he?
He's not labeled. There has to be some type of affiliation, whether it's a feature track. Maybe he shouted him out. Maybe he wore a shirt or something.
Maybe it was one of those things.
That's what the RICO case is all about, right? Just making sure that if you're in somewhat type of connection to the supposed gang, and your involvement activity somewhat like gained more capital for the enterprise, that constitutes being held in the RICO charge. So I don't know if Jack did something to help YSL as an enterprise, he would somewhat be included in
target.
that. But that's a reach.
Right.
Okay. Yeah, I get it now.
Far reach.
Yeah, it's a far
Because
reach.
it seemed like a reach. Everybody mentioning their name, like his name.
Yeah.
But I figured his name was brought up for a reason. So
May or may not be a far reach, depending.
it might not be a far reach, and they just didn't want to do it. I mean, there's enough attention on this. I don't think it has anything to do with attention, because I think Thug is bigger than Harlow. I think some of these people are bigger than
How
Harlow.
many of the 28 are actually entertainers? Because I know it's Thug.
Gunna.
Gunna.
I think that's it.
Nah, there's
I think there's
YSL Duke.
I heard there's
There's
somebody
Duke.
else, and I can't fucking remember who is part of it, or at least got strung up in it. I just don't remember.
Well, I mean, if you're gonna mention Jack Harlow, then why not go after London on the track? He produced almost everything
Yeah,
for
this is more like one of those things.
from the beginning. It's like if you're gonna say Jack,
I think
you might
it's
as well
less
say
Then
the
you
him.
might
music.
as well get
I
the-
think it's more of like actually hanging. Like I think Jack was maybe with them during some moves, or for this to happen. Like I told you guys, pretty much the same shit happened with some of my family members.
Yeah.
Akasti had to snitch. Somebody had to say something.
Yeah.
So that's the only you can be like, oh yeah, he's a drug dealer. But if you don't have actual or they killed somebody, if there's no evidence, if there's nobody corroborating and saying like, no, I seen this and I witnessed it, then there's really, you can't do anything. Can't make a case without somebody's word or multiple people's word. So I think maybe somebody brought up Harlow's name. Maybe somebody didn't bring up London. Because it's not, I think it's more than just, I mean, they're using lyrics, they're using music against them. But I think it's more than just the music. So whoever produced their shit, or featured, I don't think. Yeah.
So what if the hit is going down while I'm making your beat? Let's just say in a hypothetical sense, like
if the rate is going down and you're there.
Nah, not even that. It's just like the hit is going down and they're calling you on the phone and I'm making a beat for you. Like, am I already like conspired in this? Like, I mean,
I don't know. There's some rules about it.
Well, yeah,
Maybe-
no, wait.
Maybe there's a YSL in-house producer that's involved in this shit.
I think it's okay. Wait, I'm confused. So you're saying you're getting a call.
say you guys say you're Gunna and you're Thug.
Mm-hmm.
I'm Metro Boomin, and you guys are having a phone call and there's a hit going down. I have absolutely no idea what's going on. I'm
But
just
you were
making a
around
beat
it and
for
you
you,
heard it.
right? And I was around. I've heard it. I'm already thrown into the mix. Is that what it is? Like, man, yo,
So
boom,
yeah.
it's crazy.
So that's
It's
also
crazy.
what I'm saying. Maybe they named him. They named Harlow, and saying, oh well, this, Harlow was there. Jack Harlow was right there when XYZ happened, or something was said, or a phone call was made. Shit like that. It could have been something so simple as that, and that's what they're thinking. If we do this, it's a reach, because there's still there. I think technically you're considered an accessory if you know about it. If as soon as you find out something but you don't say anything, you're an accessory.
Yeah, I believe that's what it constitutes. Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
So if you're around for a phone call, then yeah,
Wow.
which is really sloppy to maybe
Yeah,
making
it
phone
is.
calls
It really
like that
is.
around people.
Well, yeah,
if that's what happened,
like-
if that's what happened, but yeah.
How do you guys feel about the other big things being brought up in this case, which might be a thing going forward, like in law, with lyrics being used in songs. I want to hear what y'all think. You know, us being big fans of this music stuff and us knowing artists and stuff. How do you guys feel about the police and like now the law using lyrics from songs as evidence in trials and stuff like this?
I don't like it.
Neither do I.
I completely disagree with it.
Yeah. And the DA goes and says, social media is a wonderful tool for prosecutors in every indictment we bring nowadays. And she actually kind of has a smile on her face for this one. And then it goes, I believe in the First Amendment. However, it does not protect people from prosecutors using it as evidence if it is such.
That's crazy.
So if it's true, they're going to use it.
First Amendment,
No, you don't.
but then
Well, yeah, I mean, just you're allowed to say whatever the fuck you want. No one's gonna stop you, but just be prepared to face the consequences of your actions. If you say some wild shit, especially shit that could be used against you in a case like this. No one's saying you can't say it. You know, which I mean, there's a good and bad.
Them using it against us is just, I don't know, it just takes away from your creativity, and you don't want to say certain things.
But is it creativity when it's true though? It's not really creativity. You're speaking.
Right.
You're speaking of the crime that you, or you're.
I mean, I know
That
rappers like to
But in
over
that- but
exaggerate
then-
some aspects, you know.
but in that
Maybe
case,
it could be true, maybe it can't. It could not be true.
But in that case, then like say if like I mean there are rappers that actually talk about their lives, and like in this case, you know, would you say Kendrick's album's not creative, even though he's talking about his life? Or like a poet talking about like an experience, it's still creative.
But is it a criminal?
Oh yeah, no, something can be creative and criminal. Shit, a painter can use blood to paint, you know, so it can still be.
Well, I see your point. What was the point you were making?
As in what?
Like that? Like
No,
what she
he
was
said.
saying?
Oh no, he was. I was like counteracting it. 'Cause he was saying, fuck, what were you saying? Like, is it creative if it's the truth? Technically, it's still creative, but
Yeah,
it's
because some rappers like stretch the truth. You mean is that why? Like it's not creative at that point?
I mean, I don't know if it's creative if it's the actual.
truth.
If
He's
it's
not
the-
saying lying.
I'm
He
not
said the
saying
actual truth.
right. Like you can come up with a song saying that you dumped 7 bodies, but if you really didn't, that's just creative. But if your two homies really, if your YSL members actually did drop a body and you're actually rapping about it, it's not really creative anymore. That's why they're using the evidence, because it's actual truth.
Yeah. No, I think it's both. I think it's still creative. I think it's more creative in the sense of it is what it is, rather than somebody giving like a compliment, like, "Oh, that's creative."
Yeah.
I think it's less because creatively, you know, there's connotations of different words and shit. I think when you're like, that like she's so creative, that's like a good connotation, and then you don't want it to be bad. Well, it is what it is. It's still creative expression,
And being
even though
creative.
he's like telling the truth.
You're being creative with your truth.
Yeah, a bunch of artists do that all the time.
Yeah, shit. Fucking that song.
They just happen to be, you know, guilty of it, like
Come,
of what they're saying.
what comes to mind is that song Rewind with Nas. If you just play that song forward, it's really not that great of a song.
Yeah.
If you think about it, the fact that it's so high is because it's in Rewind, but it's a true story that would happen in his part of town. But it's only dope because it's told in reverse.
Oh
See?
yeah.
Yeah, kind of like that.
Like it's still creative expression. Is it good?
Yeah.
That's I think that's it. What people tend to use the word creative as good when there are creative shit that's bad. Blueface.
Yeah.
I mean that's just lazy. That's just lazy creative. Wait, I can't think of the word.
Creativity.
Yeah, there you
Creativity.
go. Sorry, a space cadet. I
Do you
spaced out for a
guys
second.
feel that if this really gets to a point where we really could be held accountable on social media and with the law on what we say in our songs, is it going to completely just kill creativity down the line for musicians?
Well, I think it has already.
Because one thing we all do as musicians in some way or another, whether it's subconsciously or whether it's just directly, is we snitch on ourselves. Like we tell people, we tell people the bad shit, the negative parts of the stuff that's happening in our lives. And in turn, it helps us relate to the listener or listener relate to us. I think that's the best part of each artist when they're able to break down those walls and talk about what's really bothering them and not just be on the superficial shit that everybody gets.
Facts, and cope with it through that.
Yeah. So sometimes with these people, their truth just involves, it sucks to say, some illegal shit. And that's all they know to talk about, because maybe they're not ready to talk about like what Kendrick is, which we'll get into later, the real like black experience. So at that point, I know I'm rambling, but is it going to be too much? Is it going to fuck shit up?
Well, sometimes that is the black experience.
Right, yeah, it is. Like, that's what they know.
That is the experience. And it's been happening, since hip-hop was born.
So is it going to kill rap when it's just too dangerous to rap about?
Yeah, it's like you gotta watch what you say. I think it will.
Yeah,
Sometimes.
it'll probably weed out some of it, where some people may get more creative with what they say, more like artistic about, more thoughtful of, okay, maybe I should, or I use this as a metaphor, do this whole metaphor, like alluding to, yeah, I shot this person, but I'm actually not going to say it. Or, do like a gun type song like fucking Nas did.
It'll force more creativity.
Yeah, if anything. But I think musicians and artists now, well, not really musicians, but I think artists now, rappers especially, are less creative now. A lot less. Even some singers too, honestly.
No, you're right. There used to be a lot more metaphors for stuff. Now there's like less. There's not really much concepts going on.
Concept, that was the fucking word I was thinking of.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think we'll talk about it again later, but Kendrick's kind of said it too.
Yes.
But that's also cancel culture. So it's a little less on this part than more on cancel culture.
Yeah, it's like everybody's so quick to cancel you. Like,
yeah, for sure that you tweeted about years ago.
Yeah. Well, we'll get to that. But like, I think that's killing like the creatives more than these people, more than like the law itself.
Good point.
Yeah,
The
because
law
this,
has
if
its fair
anything, is
share,
gonna be like, okay, I got to say this is a different way, so it doesn't get used against me.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Good point. E, you got anything on that? On the YSL stuff?
Oh, actually, I do. I do got something to add to it.
Okay.
It says here, Little Keed, part of the YSL group. I don't know if he committed suicide.
He died recently, right?
A couple days ago. He was part of the.
Yeah.
I think so. Yeah. He was one of the 28.
I forgot the fucking name.
28 people that
Holy
were.
shit! Oh yeah, no, that must be real bad.
Yeah,
he killed himself.
I hope it's not the case. I hope it has nothing to do with that, man. Rest in peace to that, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, it sucks, dude. So, I guess if he was involved in that, all right, so.
Age of 24.
24.
Wow.
Damn, dude.
Yeah, very young.
Yeah, rest in peace to Little Kid, man.
For real.
All right, man. Obviously, we'll learn more about this case as the story develops.
But they were denied bail.
Yeah, they were denied bond as well. Yeah, there was footage of that, which was crazy. I didn't know that was going to be something you could find.
Well, TMZ finds everything.
TMZ finds
Shade
everything.
room.
You're right.
All that.
And then I guess we said Gunna kind of handled his business, his family affairs, his business affairs before turning himself in.
Yeah.
So I guess that was a smart thing to do.
Very
People
smart.
saying don't really got anything on him,
I don't think so.
but
It's just because he signed to the label.
yeah,
So he's literally in there.
it's crazy because the first time I really heard about the Rico stuff, besides that song with Meek and Drake, was "Too Dark Knight," and they kind of talked about it in the Rico case. They kind of do that shit in the Dark Knight movie. That's the only time I really heard about that. But it's a crazy ass kind of like law in itself. Like it's kind of just like made to just really get everybody around you, because they just assume, all right, well, if that person's doing it, then your homeboy's probably doing it too. So you're gonna snatch him up. Yeah, domino effect type shit. Which is a wild fucking thing, because you could just be the dude that's doing shit, but have a bunch of clean friends.
Right.
You know what I mean? So it's kind of fucked up for everybody else in a sense. Then you're throwing them into your shit just because they know you, like guilty by association type shit.
Exactly.
Yeah, not some wild shit, bro.
And they also figure someone's gonna snitch. Someone's gonna say something.
Yeah, but it's not on the clean people. Like, they just doing their own thing. Just because they happen to be friends with a guy, it's not, that shouldn't be a thing. I don't know. At least if it's just stuff like that. I guess it's a case-by-case basis.
Right.
It's some real shit, man.
Yeah. Nah, pray for them dudes. All right, where else we at?
Record labels, right? They're ops.
Record labels are ops, man, for real.
Like what?
All right,
T.I. beat
You
it.
know
T.I. beat a charge. He had all these hammers.
He was ready for
He
war.
was ready for.
I
I don't know
I
who.
don't
we
even know if
should-
we can get into that.
I don't know.
That all those rappers that beat charges.
So I don't know.
No, that's just way too
No, they
much
beat
time.
them. We move on.
Yeah, we move on.
They moved on. We move on.
All right. Damn, you didn't listen to the whole thing.
What?
He didn't listen to the whole album yet, but it's all right. He went for the first disc.
Yeah, I got through the first disc.
So, three quarters of us earlier, we sat down. We listened to the Kendrick album, Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers. Gave it a full, thorough listen. Like an hour and some minutes, 13 and change or something like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, we sat down with it, digested it, and we ready to talk about it.
Yep.
He's with us as well. He only got to hear the first part, the Mr. Morale or the Big Stepper, depending on who you ask. So let's get into it, gang. You want to go as a whole? You want to just give impressions? How do we know? How do you want to go about
do
this?
song by song. I have notes. I have small notes on song by song, just in case we wanted to do that.
All right, then let's do that. Fuck it. I fuck with your notes, and we can build off that.
They're small notes.
No, it's cool. But
They're not
at
like.
least we can-
Sorry, I keep for not.
At least it's no, because at least we can talk about it that way. Because it'll help me remember everything about every song.
Same.
All right, so we start with United
United in Grief.
in Grief. All right, I knew you heard this one. Great intro.
Yeah, I think it was a dope intro for sure.
Oh.
And
And-
just saying like everybody grieves different and separating, yourself from the pack in a sense. Like I grieve different. Like I'm not like yes, we all grieve and we all go through traumatic shit, but it's case by case. Like, I'm different
Yeah.
in this whole identity thing. And you guys were talking about it in the car too.
I like drum switch ups, little jazz drum switch ups.
Yeah.
That was dope.
I grieve different.
Yeah.
Saying it's refreshing just to hear him after like how many years?
5.
5 years.
5 years, yeah. Long hiatus.
Just hearing him.
Mm-hmm.
He was definitely going through stuff, having kids.
Little choir in the background.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
He's been through a lot, man.
Yeah.
No, great start to the album. At this point, loving where it's going, appreciate the rapping.
Yeah.
Not sure, though, if it's going to stay on that type of vibe or if it's going to change. I'm hoping it kind of gives me a little bit of both. But that's how I felt at that point.
The first
going in.
time that you're, yeah.
Yeah, first time I
Yeah.
heard it. Yeah. And now the more I hear it, the more I respect it. I got to read the lyrics this time. Really impressed with what he was saying. And on top of that, how he was switching flows
Yeah.
a lot as well. So, yeah. E, what'd you think? 'Cause that was your first time. You only heard it once pretty much.
Yeah, I only heard it once so far.
Oh, at the first listen, what'd you think?
It was actually a really good start. The first song and the third song on the album, I'm not gonna get too ahead of you guys, but really caught my ear. I really did enjoy it, and I'm always surprised by Kendrick because he's not your typical
Yeah. I know what
artist.
you
He's
mean.
not your regular. He really spits. He really gives you a very
Shit.
detailed story.
Mhm.
Yeah, I really appreciate that. I really do appreciate that. So,
No, he really gives a damn. He cares about the lyrics. He
Oh,
cares
yeah.
about the pen.
mm-hmm.
I fuck with that. All right, so that's anything else? Any other notes on United in Grief?
Mm-mm.
All
The
right.
second one, N95, which I didn't know there was a video. I missed that part. I didn't see it.
That's all good. Yeah, this actually he was filming for this about 2 years ago. There was
when
footage
they caught him in LA or some shit.
on the fucking beach.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Oh,
just,
the beach. Yeah.
just suspended above the water and everything like that. No one knew what the fuck it was for. They were expecting this was gonna be a single that's coming out.
Yeah.
Turns out he's like, yeah, just gonna use this 2 years later.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
Told you.
Isn't that mind-boggling?
crazy shit. Well, yeah, you're right. Yeah, for the single,
2 years.
2 years, bro.
24 months ago, this man was already thinking about this.
Yo, but I mean, honestly, that's kind of, if you look at it at the time, it was the pandemic, right? No one's out here on this beach. So if you can get your peoples together,
It was perfect timing. Yeah.
It's perfect timing, yeah.
set it up, get those type of shots.
But he knew he was going to use this 2 years later for an album.
Yeah.
He sat on the footage.
Yeah, the tease was real because during like the pandemic, I was just thinking like, oh my god, I would die for fucking Kendrick right now.
Yeah.
I just love it. I would love it. Just new music. I would love it.
In the video, the symbolism,
That's
obviously, and then you just as a fan, just seeing that, a million thoughts running in your head, like, oh my God, what is he using this for? But you can kind of tell, like, a guy in white
Yeah.
above water. You can make the references for yourself.
Right.
Kind of obvious. But,
That's what you want to call him, King Kenny.
Exactly. Kung Fu Kenny.
Kung Fu Kenny.
Exactly.
No, I like this one because now it's like, damn it, let me see. He talks about like stripping away what makes somebody like now. When somebody is somebody today, whether IG famous, whatever the fuck, he's stripping that away, like the clout chasing and starts naming labels and the money and all that shit. It's
Take
like,
it off.
you
Take
strip
off the Wi-Fi.
that away, and it's like, who are you?
Yeah.
And it's like it's about the importance of knowing who you are, and beside like all the materialistic shit. And then this is when he starts getting in on cancel culture.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Somebody's like Oprah.
It's almost like all of that materialistic shit is just like walls up. Like especially now, I feel like people are using that definitely more so now to not be canceled.
Yeah.
It's like, just look how flashy I am, and that's it. Ignore all the skeletons in my closet, type of thing. So yeah.
Very nice.
I believe that song belonged on the Melodic Blue, man. It was
That's a
left
good
over
point,
from
too.
the
Yeah,
fucking
you
Baby
mentioned that.
Keem shit.
Yeah, I didn't even think about that. Hey, you never
He
know,
definitely
man.
produced that. He produced that.
Right, which was
No.
gave another indication that it could have been on there.
Could have been on there.
Maybe those sessions.
Yeah.
Shit, I mean,
That's actually one of my go-to songs on the album. At 95, I really enjoyed that song. Yeah, that one.
That's a dope one.
Silent Hill too.
and production was great.
Yeah.
All right, Worldwide Steppers, track 3. This one online at least just got a lot of attention for the fact that Kendrick was talking about fucking white girls. You know, that's as far as social media goes. As far as the song goes, I enjoyed it. You know, it wasn't one of my favorites on here, but I thought it was dope enough. Still good to hear. What'd y'all think? You got any notes?
I thought it was what was I gonna say? So this is more on he goes in depth with the cancel culture, and I think this is more of him like exposing himself because nobody's ever known anything about him really.
Yeah.
So it's kind of a way. It's like he's putting his flaw. I mean, most of this album, all of it actually. He's doing that where he's, you know, like what I was saying before, like the skeletons, like he's putting them out there.
Snitching on ourselves and saying that.
Yeah.
I said we're snitching on
Oh.
ourselves.
Yeah, and he's just like, well, this is what I did.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not going to be a hypocrite, and, you know, I'm not going to talk about cancel culture and then not tell you anything. No, this is what I did if you want to talk shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wonder if it's easy for him to just be away from social media. I mean, because he thinks he's so big of an artist that he doesn't feel like he has to. Like, would he even be, like, great on social media? I couldn't see Kendrick just tweeting.
No, I think he's more of like a private person almost.
I don't think
It's
he
like,
needs it.
No, that's what I'm saying, because he doesn't need it. If he
doesn't-
did, like, I couldn't see him tweeting. Just the
but
type of person
not
that
even if he did need it, but like just being like on social media just to be on social media.
I couldn't see it.
He's not that type. It's like Jay-Z almost. It's like that's
Not anymore.
Will Smith is a social media person.
At one point, he probably
Or at
was.
least he's built himself up to be.
That's
Yeah.
on purpose, though.
That's
He
on
wants that.
purpose,
Because
yes.
he's comfortable with people being in his life like that.
Yeah.
you
Right.
know?
And he's comfortable with that, and then he has to do that. That's his life. That's his bread and butter. But like Will Smith doesn't have to. Do you know what I mean? Like he has to, but he doesn't have to. Like Will Smith, he could just be making movies, and that's it.
Not anymore.
The IG shit
Not
was
anymore.
a big part of
It's
his
different now.
It's
But I
fucked
was
up
just
now.
trying to a big personality versus someone who's quiet and shit. So
His comeback's gonna be real, because he's gonna figure out something.
Well, Will
Yeah,
Smith.
Will Smith, he's gonna figure out something.
he'll
Or
figure
some
something out.
agency is gonna work out a plan to figure it out, and they're gonna help him out. I can
I
feel
mean, he has a big following on YouTube, so I'm sure he'll
You
do
always want
something
that
on that
comeback.
platform.
it. Yeah.
Well,
America
like
loves
that.
a good comeback story.
1,000%.
They love
yeah.
it. All right, so that was Worldwide Steppers. Any other thoughts on Worldwide Steppers? All right, 4, where we at?
Let me see. Die Hard
Die Hard.
with Blast and Amanda.
I hope you can see.
We have some different
I
opinions
hope
on this
you
one.
see the God in me.
Yeah. We have some different opinions on this one. I did like the song. Kev, you liked the song.
I did.
Remember, I didn't get your thoughts on it.
I liked it.
You liked it? You was just not fucking
I
with
like
it.
this whole album, so
Yeah.
you can't even really. I'm good.
I'm a casual in this area, but did Blast to y'all sound a little bit like Frank Ocean?
Oh,
Not
yeah.
really. I mean,
The melody, the way
I
he
think
was
in
hitting the
certain
note.
ways. I think in certain.
Just our first listen?
certain ways, but I mean, I listened to Lucky Day, and Lucky Day has been sounding more like Frank Ocean by each single and album that comes out.
Or is it just your ears are starting for Frank Ocean?
No, you heard it. He
Nah,
sound
he did,
and
he did
I listened to Rory Mal say how he sounded like Frank Ocean, or we were all just starving for Frank. But
Ain't nothing wrong with a little Frank Ocean.
I miss him so
Nothing wrong
much.
with that.
He does sound. I mean, now I'm thinking about it, maybe a little.
It's just music casual. Like I have no.
Yeah. No, Lucky Day. As soon as that first song, I think it's within the first song, you hear
Get the Frank vibes.
It's so Frank. I'll play it off air. It's so Frank.
But song wise, I think this song is fucking dope. I like the way that Kendrick takes it. This is the one I would see on the radio. Definitely one I would see as a video.
That's like this has got to be his follow.
This is one of the playlist materials. Yeah, this is the second, third single material. Definitely, for sure. And it's a nice look for Blast as well.
Yeah, and he just dropped an album. I still haven't.
Yeah.
Blast. Yeah.
So this is great. Good message behind it.
What was the first single? I'm sorry.
And 95. If you want to count it as
off
that.
this album?
Yeah.
Off this
Dropped
album.
the video for
No,
it.
it is.
No,
it is.
I thought there was
the
something
Heart.
before this. Isn't there a song
The
before
Heart.
That was
N95?
the heart,
The
but that's like a
But that
promo
didn't,
type of
yeah,
single.
they didn't make it.
Those
Oh,
never make the album.
That didn't make the album?
Said,
Go ahead, Shad. We'll talk your joint.
just saying, because I said it.
So N95, then Die Hard.
But you know what I said? I said that Jack Harlow was gonna have a sophomore slump, and guess what?
No, you didn't.
No, you didn't.
No, you didn't.
Wait,
What?
no,
I
You
said
did
that.
not say he was gonna have a sophomore
no,
slump.
he's not going
Oh,
to.
not going to.
Yeah,
Oh.
not going to.
I thought you said he was.
No, the way he worded it, no, he's not
Okay.
going to.
But
That's
he
how I was
did.
so- I was like,
I was
why are you
like,
attacking
Oh,
him?
relax.
Sorry.
But
We
he
all
did.
said
Jeez
that.
Louise,
I
Papa
had
Cheese.
tape right now to go back to. Get the court stenographer.
Oh my god. Damn. Yeah, but
No, the song. It was.
I got it. I took my
I
AirPod
hope
out.
you can see.
I don't know
That's
if it'll
mad
play on the
catchy now.
radio.
It's just stuck in my head right now.
And 95 will definitely play. There's also another song, I think, towards the end that will definitely play. I don't know if this
Mirror.
one will. I think it might be too deep for the. I mean, most of these songs are a little too deep, but this one I think is a little too, because he, like, to me, I think he's addressing his insecurities.
He
and
was
he
talking
says,
to his
like,
girl, right? Was he talking to his girl on
I
this?
think so. Well, with this, so later on, I forgot which song it is. It's towards the end though, when he's like, she's in the kitchen, crying, wondering like where she lost her way. He says it in this song. I wonder where I lost my way. So when I heard that part, that at the end, to me, almost thought I'm like, so is this the part? Like, is he questioning himself what I originally thought, or is he speaking as her? Is this album just him speaking as multiple people?
I think it's speaking to
He's done that on other albums in the past as well.
Yeah.
You're right. He's done other.
And what I
perspective
haven't done
raps.
is listen to this in reverse, which I'm really mad about. I just
Maybe
realized that.
maybe we listen to the Big Steppers or the second disc first, and then go into the first one.
We'll get to that after though.
Yeah. man.
All right, let's get through this.
All right.
So,
next track.
Oh shit. Father Time.
Father
Time.
By
I
the
like
time.
this song.
Dope fucking song, man. Dope
Some
fucking
fun.
shit.
No chaser.
Definitely
No chaser.
one of those songs where it's like a tough conversation to have.
I
Not
think
just the
This might be on the radio.
Father issues.
but yeah, not just the black community, but just like Latino, white,
yeah,
anybody
I felt
that has a father.
I felt that. I felt that song.
like
I felt it.
Mm-hmm.
yeah. And even if you had one or didn't have one, just you can relate to this song in some way, shape, or form.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
And I mean, obviously Father Time, that's the whole thing. But I also saw it as, because there's like some progression in the song, especially like towards the end.
Mm-hmm.
I saw it almost like it's taking time to work through those issues and to be a father for him.
Yeah.
And then, the progression
Sanford
of time and all
and
that.
Sanford's on the song too.
And Sanford did great on the song.
Mm-hmm.
Early morning, wake up.
No chaser.
Need no
chaser.
chaser.
I think he's just fire. Just,
I'm gonna hear that in the
he's
club.
the new, honestly, he's the new cheat code. He's like the new like Neo, I think.
No chaser.
Or at least he's getting up there.
No chaser.
Doesn't sound like Neo, but
Give me
he's
a
like
shot.
for the hooks and
Shot,
shit.
give me a shot. No chaser.
Chaser. Neat. No
Neat.
Neat.
No chaser.
Just neat.
Talk like this all the time.
Oh shit! All right,
Don't think
All right, now
about
great
it
song.
too much.
We got Rich interlude.
Rich interlude.
Here we go. This is
All
what
right,
we
what do you
got.
No
guys got?
chaser. Don't think about it too much.
Don't think about it too much, too much, too much, too much.
Dad jokes.
All right, yeah.
All right,
Rich interlude.
Mhm.
Rich interlude.
What do you guys think?
Kodak Black.
Yeah, this is where we get.
Yo, I didn't know.
Black.
I didn't know the extent of. I was telling him in the car. I didn't know the extent of Kodak Black's illegal activities. And
You mean the
outrage,
raping or
the rape thing. Yeah,
Oh, okay.
I did not know, and I did not know it was causing such an outrage for people.
Mm-hmm.
Because I was like, wasn't this guy just on fucking Lotto's album
Yep.
a couple months ago?
And she, before the album came out, she says there's somebody on one of my features was trying to fuck, and it was this whole thing.
She said it wasn't Kodak.
Right? It wasn't
No,
confirmed
she
it was him,
said,
right?
yeah, no, she said she wasn't gonna name, and then Kodak went out like, oh, well, it wasn't me. When I don't think anybody
When
knew
he
the
didn't have to.
features. Nobody knew the features on the album yet. I don't think. I'm not sure. And then somebody on his team said it was him. And then Lotto kind of did this thing where they're like, all right, well, it looks like she's confirming it, but not really. Kind of like,
Didn't answer directly.
yeah, but body language or whatever the fuck, or how she said it, how she like denied it, So yeah.
Dude. Well, like I said, if it wasn't, I didn't know the extent of that shit. A lot of people make good points, or like not good points, but they make very strong, solid points as to how they feel about it. Like Kendrick's a hypocrite for putting someone like that and talking about those types of issues.
Yeah, I had this tweet from somebody who was saying like all of these like quote legends are working with somebody. They were talking about how he has like his rape charges. Like how are we supposed to view that? Like what are we supposed to think of you if you're doing this?
Right. Like, okay, let's just say I know he wouldn't do it, but what if Kendrick had R. Kelly doing that stuff instead?
I don't know what you want me to say.
Okay,
Oh.
all right.
No, you're just staring at me. I'm like, I wouldn't listen to it then.
Wouldn't listen to it?
No.
All right, bet. So because we know the extent of it, we know he's going to trial. So if Kodak had gone to trial, gotten some type of jail time for it, came out, and then was still on the album.
But the thing with Kodak, I don't know the full details, but it easily could have been he did it, pled guilty, did whatever, or he pled guilty to settle, but it's still, why the fuck would you plead guilty if you didn't do it? Something had to be hung over your head.
Good point.
But if you're pleading guilty to rape, that means it has to be worse than rape. So, I don't know.
Anything?
Or maybe Kodak's the snitch.
God.
Or YSL.
Don't say that. Wow, I like the way you spun that.
I don't know. Maybe it was a deal. Just plead guilty to this. We'll write you off, and then that's it. Bam. I don't know.
YSL.
But yeah.
Anything else on the song?
The spoken word shit? No.
Yeah.
Nothing.
Spoken either way, regardless of all the bullshit though, the spoken word did go pretty hard.
I listened to it once. I'm not a fan. It has nothing to do with the rape thing. Just because I don't know specifically. It's not like R. Kelly where there are actual tapes and testimonies and all that. No, I don't know what the fuck. And not that I don't care about that. I just don't care about Kodak. I've never liked him.
All right, so as a song, you didn't care for it either?
I only listened to it once because as soon as I heard his voice, I skipped the song.
Gotcha.
And I stopped, checked if Kendrick was on it. No, okay, skip.
How'd you feel? All the listens.
The Rich interlude?
Yeah.
I fucked with it. I liked it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
I led into the next song, which I liked.
All right, so
Very
next
much
song.
so.
And then Rich Spirit.
Rich Spirit. Kendrick talking his shit.
Yeah.
I fuck with it. Kind of feels like
I don't have anything. All right.
Oh, damn, yawn.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I think you yawned earlier.
I know I don't.
No, he did.
Me?
Yeah.
Did I?
Yeah.
No.
He yawned a bunch.
We just ate, so it's fine.
Yeah, you're right. Shout out to
God.
Bubba Coos. Rich Spirit is like kind of like not a 2.0 version, but reminds me as far as Damn goes of DNA.
Instagram.
Yeah, kind of like that. Yo, just chill. Don't hype me up type of song.
Quit playing. Make a song about you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
in a
yeah.
sense. Yeah, and maybe humble if you want to go there, but yeah. I like this one. This is like that, kind of in the same form. Like, that's my song.
I can see the humble part of it. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like it's gonna be one that people like sing back and forth. Mm-hmm. It'll work in a stadium.
This might be a radio.
This is
song.
it's Big Steppers. Big Steppers is the radio side. I feel
Good.
like the radio side.
My bad.
No,
Oh, your phone.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
I need to take this. I'm sorry.
No, you're good. You're good.
Let's pause.
All right, and go.
The Big Steppers.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like that's the radio disc.
Radio, yeah.
More
Big Steppers is the radio disc. Yeah.
radio friendly hits.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
well,
the Big
because
Steppers.
I definitely figured Steppers was gonna be like, because what was I said last week or whatever we talked about it. The Steppers was like maybe funky beats or just up tempo.
Yeah.
It's not totally up tempo, but sorry, my ear hurts. Not totally up tempo, but this is definitely. I thought Steppers would be the second half, but I guess it's the first half. I'm just gonna leave it there. Okay.
These
I didn't know where to
rappers
put
are
it.
confusing us with these projects, man. Like
That's the way of being artsy.
like
Yeah.
Pusha with Ye.
But it
and-
almost
and
makes sense for
Pharrell.
Kendrick because like Damn was such a thing to play backwards
Yeah.
that maybe he's like, well, y'all know to play my shit backwards. So it's Mr. Morale and the Steppers, the title, but the album is reversed. But you could actually listen to it as Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers, 18 to 1. You know what
Yeah,
I
I
mean?
mean, look, it's just another way to just make it fun for people, for the listener. Instead of just saying, hey, this album just goes from 1 to whatever.
Yeah.
Give them a fucking code to find in the bottom of a fucking cereal box that gives you like,
Wait.
look, if you want to hear it, you got to listen to track 1, then 7, then 13, then 5, then 2.
No, I wouldn't. I
You
would
wouldn't do
not.
like that?
No.
A fucking scavenger hunt
No,
for
if
the
it's
sequence?
if it's 1 to 19 or 19 to 1, and that
It's one or the
that's it.
other. It's one or the other.
One or the
Multiples
other.
of 3.
Like how when like Push did the second version and all like the songs are mixed up.
It just had me like, what?
That shit bugs me out. I mean, like you wouldn't know if you looked at it. It wasn't like you have to listen to one. No, it's just weird.
Because the way it's track listed here, and I listen to it, that's how it's already programmed. That's already here the album has. Now, whatever the artist had in mind and try to upload it, it didn't pan out. So like if you try to upload it a certain
doing too much, bro.
right, if you try to upload it a certain way, sorry man, I didn't get to it like that.
They can tell you like, nah, my album is meant to be played in shuffle. Like, get the fuck out of here.
Like, what you
bro.
mean, man? So which was the first song, bro? Which was the first?
That would that would.
Imagine
probably
somebody
fuck
telling
up.
you that. My album is meant
You
to
know
be played in
what?
shuffle.
I didn't even
It's
think
a vibe
about that.
all the way around.
So then, wait, to go back to the first track,
Yeah.
that is actually a good outro song.
The first track?
Yeah.
You think so?
Everybody agrees different.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not like the best. Like track 18, like the last track of this 2, I think is the best. Oh Jesus, what'd you do? It's okay. I didn't tighten it.
It's Mirror. It's called Mirror, right? The
Yeah,
last
yeah,
song.
it's Mirror. Yeah.
That's Mirror.
That's a very
The last
interesting
song
thing.
of the first disc, or whatever you want to call it, Purple Hearts, we were saying didn't feel like an outro.
Yeah, I would have to listen to it again, but it didn't feel like an outro.
The song with Summer Walker and
Yeah.
and
Ghost
Ghostface.
Technically,
Ghostface.
it's not an outro, but it
It was like
the
the halfway point, but it felt
Wait,
like that.
Yeah.
It felt like the halfway point.
Well, we're almost there.
Oh,
so,
okay, sorry.
So track 8, no, track 7. Okay, so track 8,
Rich
we
Spirit,
cry
right?
together.
Okay, we'll cry together.
The
Man,
Jody one.
this was this one is one of those tough listens in the sense of it's a great fucking song, but it's not something that I want to hear over and over again. But I respect the fuck out of everything that this song offered.
Yeah.
From the hook, from the Alchemist beat, from the tone of both people on the song. Everything about this was amazing. It felt like a song version of Malcolm and Marie.
Yeah.
In a sense.
You know what it reminded me of? As soon as, like, sometimes 20 seconds in, I'm like, yo, this sound like Kim.
Yeah. You were saying
Eminem's
that.
Kim.
Yeah.
And Eminem did have an influence on Kendrick.
Absolutely.
And he talked about it
Absolutely.
thousands of times. But, like, you know, you kind of see it a little bit. But, no, he's talked about how, you know, he, like, M's influence on him. So I love the fact that, like, this is, like, you actually see it here. Or at least to me.
Yeah, paying a little bit of homage.
Yeah, because her voice, I mean, maybe not his voice, but what he was saying sounded like Eminem.
Yeah.
Her voice sounded like M, but just girlier. You know
Like
what I
Kim.
mean?
Like Kim's perspective. So it's
Yeah.
like, yeah.
Yeah, you get
But
to hear
no, but
Kim's
the
perspective.
way, no, it's the way that, because he's not yelling. Like he's so to me he's yelling, but she's yelling more.
Mhm.
That's how I feel like that's how M screamed on Kim.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Like she almost sounds like kind of drunk, like the kind of drunk
Oh,
voice
yeah,
cracking
yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
in a way like that
Like
added a
she-
lot more to it too.
Like she almost like matched. Like I kind of wonder if they played this song and be like, all right, this is what we're.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know what
Kind
you
of how Kendrick sounded drunk on To Pimp a Butterfly.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of
Yeah.
like that when you and Game on
mean. Yeah,
the second album.
With Busta, yeah.
Yeah, that shit. Kind of like that. Like that's a nice way to like to fuck with your voice
Mm-hmm.
on a song. Give a little more inflection.
No, I thought this shit was.
Gives the song a lot more feeling.
She was great.
And I love the fact that he has his wife throughout this album, and she goes, "This is what the world sounds like," and it's true. Like there's is the ugly side to relationships that like not a lot of us like talk about at all. But then because we always label it as toxic, and yes, this is toxic.
This is the definition of toxic.
That was yes, definition of toxic, but that happens in relationships.
But it goes to show you like how relatable
Not as bad.
relationships are.
Yeah, I've never.
There's levels to it, but
I've never
Because
argued
you've had
that
your
bad.
share of toxic,
Yeah.
you know?
everything said in there from both perspectives is something I've either said in an argument or have never wanted to hear said to me in an argument. Like everything in there, like little bits and pieces, like, oh, I've said that, or like I would never want to say that, or I would never want to hear that said to me. Like
Yeah.
that was like everything in a nutshell. I don't think there's much more. Maybe there's more disrespectful shit you could say, but in a nutshell, those are like the basics.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
Yeah.
You could say nasty stuff about her. She could definitely come back at you, vice versa. There's enough ammo to go around.
Yeah.
That type of shit. Without getting into like, all right, personal family shit. But that's the general like, yo, we've all been here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, for sure.
I liked it a lot.
No,
Or,
yeah.
or without getting physical, period. You know?
Right, yeah, without getting physical, yes. The whole take the keys thing, that was just
That's
funny.
just funny as hell.
That's
that
funny.
was
Aha.
funny. That was real funny because
I've done that.
I also
Definitely
listened to
done
this
that.
track and I had flashbacks of watching.
Of who took your keys?
No.
Oh.
No, I've no. Actually, that has happened, but no, not to me. No,
You
I
pushed-
mean not to. This song didn't remind me
she
of
pushed
that.
their shit in.
No. This reminded me of like watching these two people. I won't say because they're gonna be upset if I mention them. But these two people that I know fight my entire life. Just watching them fight in public. I mean, they've gotten better, but watching them fight in public. Most embarrassing thing. It was sometimes it's entertaining, but it's the most embarrassing thing because you're just like, oh, fuck, like I'm gonna be seen with them. This is toxic as fuck. And then on top of it, it's kind of like I don't want to end up being that.
Right.
Because even like Juan was around for it, and this is in the beginning. Like we were together for like a little bit, and I was like, we had fought that same night. Saw these two people fight in the middle of the street, crazy as fuck. Like I'm getting out of the car, and then that's how it ended up in the middle of the street and shit. And I was like, all right, can we make up now? I'm like, let's never fight like that. So it's almost like a wake up call. It's just a wake up call because it's like, oh, okay, I could be worse. It could be definitely worse.
Yeah, I think tracks like that are good for people to hear. I think it puts a lot of stuff in perspective when you can be like, all right, someone who's so respected by like not only his peers, but like the mainstream in general.
Yeah.
All right, he's going through something like this. Like maybe I should rethink the way I'm acting or stuff that I've like dealt with in the past.
Yeah.
So I think that's cool.
That or my other thought was maybe I didn't really, not that he's gone through it or not. That didn't cross my mind at all, but I thought maybe this is good for people to hear because when you're in something that's that bad and that toxic, you don't realize it. You might have moments where you're like, I gotta get out of this relationship, but then the next second, I love him, I love her, I'm never gonna leave.
back
You
down
know.
that deep
So if
spiral.
you hear it and it's like, oh, I've said that. Oh my God, I've said
Yeah,
that. Oh
plenty
my God.
songs.
Oh my God, he said that to me, or she said that to me. You know, it's kind of. I mean,
It's a little extra
to
push. that you might
refer
need.
to the last track, it's holding up a mirror to
Yeah.
you, and it's like, okay, well, this is you then.
Yeah.
If you relate to the entire song, bitch, that's you.
Yeah, and there's plenty of songs on this album like that. Even getting into the next part, where it's just that same thing you said, just little messages for people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I think, and that's why I also think Mirror is we'll get to it, but such a good last song because this whole album, I think, is a mirror.
Yeah,
So,
it's
yeah.
a great look. Anything else on this song? Cool. All right, we're on to the last song of the first disc.
Edit that down.
And last song on the first disc.
Purple
Hearts.
Yeah.
With Summer Walker and
Ghostface.
And
This song is
Ghostface.
funny.
The song is funny.
Should have been SZA.
It should have been SZA.
Yeah, I can see that. Summer Walker did a thing though.
Yeah, no.
Talking about it ain't love if you eat her ass.
It should have been SZA though.
It's not love if
It's
you don't
not
eat her
love.
ass.
It's not love.
She deserves some head on the balcony. Yeah.
Some good shit too.
Head on the balcony?
Yeah.
Oh, hey.
Okay.
So-
Not mad at you. All right. Not mad. All right.
No, but when she talks about, that's probably the only thing I can relate to. I love the
Had
fact
to be
that
uncomfortable.
no, because she talks about if you love me, eat my ass. I forgot what the fuck it was. I'm like,
It's
no, I'm
not,
good
it's
on
not
that.
love if you don't eat my ass.
Yes,
she said.
there you go. It's not love if you don't eat my ass. I'm like, no, I'm good on that one. I'm good.
I guess I'm
No,
walking
thank
out.
You. More fish in the sea. I'm good.
Bye.
Wait, even if it's like a lick around.
Nope.
No.
No.
Nah.
Even a lick around.
Nah.
Nope.
Nah.
That's too much at that point.
No. A friend of mine was like, and I feel like I've said this to you too. A friend of mine said, no, but sometimes shit down there, it be getting crazy. Like you don't know where that time. I'm like, I feel it. I can feel it. And when it gets close, it's like, nope. You gotta
Motherfuckers be like, she be like,
scooch.
no.
Scooch.
That reminds me of the
Raise the thigh and smack.
raise the thigh.
Raise the thigh.
Just like no. Like pat the side of the head with the thigh. No.
That reminds me of the
Stop it.
Sopranos shit I'm watching right now. I'm on season 4.
Yeah.
By the way. Real quick. I don't know what that dude's name is, but in the show he's not Johnny. Not. He's dating Tony's sister, and he's fucking with her, and he likes to get a dildo in his ass, right?
Oh my god, I forget
Yeah,
this
Right?
guy's name
I
because
know,
I
it's
always I want him
bothering
bodied,
me.
yo, immediately.
He breaks. Oh,
Yeah.
I haven't seen it yet, so don't tell me the rest. But
Nah,
he breaks up with her, right?
When I
Yeah.
first see him.
He breaks up with her, and as he meets up with his boys, he says to them, he's like, yo, can you believe this chick? She asked me if she could put a dildo up in my ass and treat me like I'm some sort of a bitch, and she's pimping me out. Like, he told them that shit just so that if it ever came back to him, they'll be like,
Yeah.
oh, yeah, she did. I remember him telling me that. It's just lying.
Ralphie?
Yes.
Ralphie
I can't
Cifaretto.
picture.
Cifaretto,
Ralphie
yeah.
Cifaretto.
I can't picture his. I gotta watch
Yeah,
Sopranos
hell
now,
yeah.
man.
Bro,
I haven't
love
seen it in
that
years.
fucking
You remember
show.
Ralphie? Cifaretto?
Oh.
I can't picture his face though for some
Yeah,
reason. I could picture the sister.
Season 3,
I got
when
you,
I
I
learned
got you.
about
Season 3
Gloria
was insane.
Trillo.
Yeah.
Oh, man, I love that season. That was so great.
I have to rewatch it. It was maybe like last year. David from We Are Jersey. David had tweeted something about watching Sopranos, and him and I were talking about it on the side. Yes.
That's him.
Yeah.
That's Cifaretto.
Sick
That
bitch.
dude
Yeah, I
in so
remember.
many movies.
Facts,
Sick
same.
bitch, bruh.
Same.
I can't wait to see the rest.
No, I remember like he had tweeted something about it, and that's I was like, and we talked. I'm like, damn, yeah, it is time, because his tweet was like, I think it's, I feel like it's time to watch Sopranos again. You know, like you watch something so many times, it's like, yeah, it's about time. Let me watch it
I'm
again.
definitely gonna watch it again. once I
Fam,
finish.
I'm not the biggest like person when it comes to shows, but my man Joe put me on that show, and I was hooked. I ran through seasons, yo, like
It's
so
fucking
quick.
good.
It was really good, yo.
Yeah.
It was
So
really
good.
good.
I want to watch the other one.
Theme
It's on
music,
HBO.
everything.
Many
the-
Saints.
The before, I forgot whose story it
Many
is.
Saints in Newark?
It's Tony's father or some shit.
Tony's dad, and I think the other dude that he runs with.
Yeah, I think it's
Yeah, I have to
My hand.
double check on that, but yeah. But my bad. Just to get on that, we went from ass and then to Summer
Oh
Walker.
yeah, Sopranos.
Summer Walker and the song.
Yeah,
Oh.
Summer
yeah.
Walker. Yeah.
It was
She
it was
did
a great
that.
song. I liked. I loved Ghostface's
Yeah.
verse on there, starting with telekinesis.
I keep saying it all. Yeah.
Telekinesis. Yeah, no, that shit was dope as fuck.
And the beat.
We
was
love the
really
beat.
good.
Yeah, we've been talking about that. The
was
beat
really
is fucking
good.
amazing. Who did that, by the way? That was a bunch of people. Can we get the
Soundwave.
confirmation
I know Soundwave is on everything. Soundwave,
Or
the
Purple Hearts?
ADHD.
Purple Hearts, yes, sir.
Let's
now.
see. Song credits. Got a
Sound-
lot of writers.
It was like Soundwave J, like 185.
Soundwave, DJ Khalil,
Yeah,
Beach
Khalil.
Noise,
Beach Noise.
JLBS.
That one, JLBS.
Yeah, you got a lot of writers on here too.
Soundwave, man. He did ADHD, my favorite Kendrick song.
Oh, word. Say no more.
Soundwave's on a lot of these. He's the main one of the main producers on this album.
Yeah, you had mentioned it
He
regular.
linked
He's a
back up
regular
with
on here.
Soundwave.
Every time I plug in the fucking phone. to the car. Plays alphabetical order.
And ADHD is the
first fucking
and I love it.
Yeah.
I love it. When I had iTunes, that was the shit, and I was there for it.
Yeah, recently I took that off and I forgot about that, but yeah.
Yeah.
Unless if you download like something like
Stuck in my head.
Aaliyah or something like that.
I'm always brought back to my childhood.
Yeah, no, ADHD is always at least within the first like 5.
Yeah.
If anything.
This too.
All right, this too.
This too.
The Steppers or excuse me, Big
Mr.
Steppers
Morale.
or Mr. Morale, depending on who you ask.
Wait, did we even talk about Purple Hearts?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
We just went to a tangent as well.
Oh, no, I'm looking. Okay, no. The
The
notes for
Ghostface.
the intro, like for the first song. Okay, never mind.
Huh?
My notes got mixed up.
Oh no.
We're good. So count me out.
Yeah.
What do you guys think?
Count me out.
Count me out.
I thought it was a good intro.
It's definitely a song about someone that he's dealt with in his past. That's how I felt about it. Yeah, I like it. It's definitely a song about getting your shit back together after maybe a messed up relationship or a friendship or something like that. It's kind of like just inspirational type stuff. Redemption in a way. Yeah, I fuck with it a lot.
Yeah,
This could definitely be a single.
Oh, sorry.
Sorry, no, go ahead.
No, I'd put like rising from rock bottom and like breaking through the doubt and realizing what's better for you. So the same shit. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I like that. And I had tweeted before, like, I care too much when I share too much. The shit was fire.
Yeah. A constant theme in the second disc was it's about me. I'm about me. It's not in a selfish way. Like, hey, I've done a lot for other people. It's time to start thinking about myself.
Yeah.
And
And
really
he has
building
done a
my
lot.
life.
He has
At
done a
least
lot.
like that turn.
Yeah.
And that turn in like when you're at the point in your life where you're like, all right, well, I have to start putting me first.
Yeah.
So yeah.
In a way, is that kind of not like subliminally what he's going through with TDE? Yo, this is my last album. Sorry, y'all. I gotta do me now.
Okay, so I'm gonna skip. That's my notes that I had for track 9.
Oh, no.
Oh, the last one? Oh,
Yeah.
my bad,
no,
yo.
no, it's okay. I
Oh.
just thought it was funny. 'Cause I'm like, damn. But no, it's okay.
Oh, okay.
It's exactly what I said for track 9.
Oh.
Yeah. Because it didn't occur. No, but that didn't occur to me until track 9, and I was like, oh shit, like pretty much, yeah. Because it's all the same theme, but it's so apparent in that last one.
Yeah, which is why I feel like it's Mr. Morale, that second part.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they keep saying it too.
But on that song, any other thoughts?
I love when they count me out. Love when they count me out.
A lot of girls love that song.
It's dope, man. It's dope.
To Crown. That I Can't Please Everybody. That one kind of, I will say, I am not an emotional person, and this album got me a little emotional, and this song definitely kind of, it hit close.
This one is
This is Crown.
Crown, yes.
Yeah.
What part about it?
I don't know if I really want to get into that.
Okay.
But, I mean, I get the I Can't Please Everybody. I think that constantly just, I can't please everybody. Wait.
Microphone.
What?
No talking.
Oh, my bad. Is that how I am?
I don't know any other way to say it, so I feel like I
No,
just have to say it.
it's
I'm
okay.
sorry.
No, it's okay. I was joking. Because sometimes I like I have to tell people that. And I'm
That
just
was
like,
how you were. Yeah.
that is?
Yeah.
Oh, now I feel bad.
Sorry.
It's okay. No. I'm good. It was the I Can't Please Everybody and, all that shit. That one. So. Sorry,
I felt them on that too. You can't please everybody.
Yeah.
Everybody wants you to be.
Reviving to that one.
Because it's more into like the psyche of somebody who like carries the weight of the world, to me. But them realizing like it's almost like the beginning of them realizing, why the fuck am I carrying this world on my back, kind of thing. So.
Yeah. Oh, good one.
I like the piano behind it. No beat, just.
Yeah.
Piano in the
super
background.
simple. Because it's so, like, I mean, he said he has said a lot more on heavier beats, but something I think it's because it's so deep and so like it's supposed to be straightforward. So don't get distracted by anything else. I get you.
All right. Next one, where we at?
Silent Hill. Silent
Silent
Hill.
Hill with Kodak Black.
Black.
It's gonna be a TikTok dance. I was telling him
yeah,
it's gonna
you're-
be a TikTok dance.
Pushing these niggas away like.
Pushing the snakes, pushing the snakes, pushing them all the way like.
So you're gonna make one?
That's what it was.
No, but I know. I was in the car with you
In the
guys.
car, yeah, he was in the car.
But are you gonna make one?
He just did it right now.
Run it back.
Pushing these niggas away like.
Are we
Pushing these bitches
oh.
away like.
Technically, I guess we couldn't use this. Never
We
mind.
could, right?
Oh yeah, duh.
Pushing the snakes, pushing the fakes, pushing them all the way like.
You
One more
feel
time.
me?
Like.
Like one more time.
One more time. Like.
I gotta do the split screen for this one.
Pushing them niggas away like. Pushing them bitches away like.
What about if you in the toilet, man? Push these niggas away.
Oh.
Oh, that's the worst, man. Constipated. Oh god, I don't get into that.
Yeah,
We'll
nah, this
talk
song,
another
this
time.
song.
Song was great.
I enjoy
Yeah,
this song. This
I
is
thought
the
the
bop
song-
right here.
I did enjoy
in the
Kodak
Mr.
on
This is
Morale.
the one that I was saying I think would be Radiohead.
Good one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
same.
Just
I said the same.
because
I said the
I don't
same.
think the underlying message would really get to a lot of people, but I think it's because, I mean, yeah, you have Kodak and it's up tempo and the hook is catchy as
Catchy,
shit.
very catchy.
So
Stressed out.
this for
Stressed
surface
out,
reasons,
stressed out.
it's a radio. It's a radio single, I think.
I like
We
it.
all feel this way at some point in time.
Yeah, this is a good Kendrick song, good Kendrick bop.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
growing music, and he's starting to come to terms with himself.
and I think Kev, I know because you didn't listen to the second half yet, but I think you'll like this one.
Yeah, you got to count me on this
Yeah.
one.
Yeah, I think you'll
I
like this one. I think Kodak's contribution to it was pretty solid too. As
Yeah, it
far as
wasn't
like
too bad.
a casual, I think we'll like this too.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. And I just my main reason not liking Kodak is his voice.
It's tough to get through,
Yeah.
but I think even you said like once you really break down his lyrics, like he is saying some like not the most
Profound
lyrical,
shit, but yeah.
profound, but
And
it
I'm
is
okay
somewhat
with that.
introspective.
Like, yeah, I'm okay with that. Like, I'm not
Like-
going in there thinking that he's about to lure me away with all his lyrics,
Yeah.
like rapidy rap.
But there
I'm
is
okay
some
with that.
appreciation for someone who can, like I said, like tell their truth in a creative way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
I was cool with it just because it's like okay, like it had that was my first time listening to it was with you guys
Yeah,
because I just skipped it.
and I hear a
can't
lot
do
of
his voice.
I hear a lot of rappers that try to sound like Kodak, and when you hear it, it's whack. But then when you actually hear Kodak do it, I'm like, oh, now I get it. Like, you even the songs you play for me, the other ones, I've heard so many like that, but they never. It hits different when it's him.
I mean,
And
that's
now
why
I
probably
get
Kodak is Kodak.
Yeah, and now I get it why people try to do what he does. Not many people
Kodak
can do
different.
Kendrick.
Yeah. Right,
We've seen
right.
some people try.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
like his just is another level. Yeah. All right.
enjoy
But
Kodak.
my theory on this one was like Silent Hill because he says like I'm stressed out like what was it head up chest out like don't show weakness kind of thing and he's like I'm stressed out so I feel like Silent Hill is like he's on this hill like this like pedestal but he has to be silent about his shit in a sense silent about like his emotions and because God forbid he gets canceled like that kind of thing don't show any weakness
I'm like walking on eggshells
yeah
type of deal. Okay.
because it's the whole thing I honestly think the whole thing is like a front like pushing these things like you know all that shit
Off
it's
the
like
hill.
no
Like push him up the hill. I thought that's what you meant. My bad. Sorry.
Or push himself
No.
off the hill.
no never mind
No,
No,
go ahead.
go do it.
Next
Go
try.
do it.
What?
no I'm not saying no it's not put no I'm saying that's a front I think that's a front I think the Silent Hill is just like I'm like because the inflection of his voice is changing so when he talks about when he's saying that and then he goes I'm stressed and then even is different there's like 3-4 different personalities and that one hook like just the chorus
Go back and listen now.
Yeah.
sorry
No, sorry.
That's good.
That's great to
but
see.
there's,
Like
it's
that.
like I think there's a solid 3 because I'm stressed out and head and chest out head up chest out is one voice and then the same voice that says that shushes him says something else I just don't remember but it like repeats like throughout the song too.
Yeah.
I think it's a way of it's literally
Just now.
3 different. Or at least
I know what you mean.
1.5 almost, because it's like himself. I'm stressed out, but I got to do this, and then it's his other side saying, "Yo, shut up, no weakness," and then that same person who's like, "Shh," is pushing these niggas. Yeah, that's what I think.
Holy shit.
I think it's like the 2 sides of him that are doing that.
Now I know what to look for.
Yeah, listen to that song.
Yeah, definitely.
I think it's the same.
I think there's 2. So it's 2 then.
There's still 2 voices.
So
though.
2 voices.
Yeah, you still hear the 2. Because
It's a
even
fucking
the still sounds like it's just
He's in
lower,
between
but
himself.
it still sounds like the other one.
Talking to himself. Said he's talking to himself. I
Like in
it.
that little moment.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
that's where I picked up on.
That's
Like
dope.
that's my theory on Silent
I didn't
Hill.
notice that.
And then I looked on Genius and damn, I forgot. They didn't say that, but they had like other different theories about like why it's Silent Hill. But yeah, that was dope though. Sorry.
No, this is.
I wish
one
I
of those-
remembered so I can actually finish that thought.
This is another part of the song of another part of an album that you're just gonna have to go back to and listen multiple times to catch multiple things.
But I mean, that's how Kendrick works anyway.
Yeah,
So
man, that's the best part of his
There's
album.
definitely shit that we all missed anyway.
Yeah, it's not a one and done.
Oh.
That's for sure.
I put it away. Fuck.
Where we at
We
next
have
song?
interlude, Savior.
Savor it.
Savior.
Baby Keem.
Baby Keem went off on this, man. I liked it.
Mhm. That shit, yeah, he definitely did.
I like Keem more and more, man. The more I get to hear him.
Yes.
Oh, it's dope.
Yes, sir.
Wasn't
Was it like a 2-minute interlude or like a minute and 30?
Something like that, yeah.
Something like that.
A little over.
I don't have it right
Just
here,
to
but
bring
yeah.
it in for Savior.
2:31. 2
Yeah,
minutes.
two-
2.5
2
minutes.
I thought that shit was fire. And then the next one, Savior, starts with the tap dancing, which we actually haven't mentioned. And I just realized that after, because I know it's in track, the Jody one.
Then we cry together.
Yeah, we cry together. It's at the end.
Yeah.
So, huh?
No, I just mentioned before, I saw a picture on Twitter of the kids
Oh,
that
yeah.
tap danced.
Mm-hmm.
And I just thought it was kind of funny that, you go through this whole track of Kendrick and this girl going back and forth, calling each other, all these names and shit and saying all this horrible shit. And then you bring in these kids that tap dance it all the way to go into the next song. I just thought that was hilarious. But yeah. And then you hear it again on this track. I don't know the art behind it. Maybe you. Or did you catch anything of what
the
the tap
meaning?
dancing meant? Yeah. Was there something behind it?
It's the tap dancing around these conversations.
All right, so what did it mean?
Like what Whitney says at the end of the We Cry to Get Whatever shit.
Okay,
The Jody
that.
track.
And then when it came back again, was
So
there
I
something
think
else?
the tap dancing is part of the front. Cause you know how I always say I tap dance at work.
Mhm.
That's it's front. It's kind of like you're tap dancing to please someone. So or you're tap dancing around something to make it look all nice. So it's kind of like you're just going around something in that way, almost like walking on eggshells. Now, yeah, kind of.
Okay.
It's like almost the same, but walking on eggshells is kind of like I don't want to disturb this person. Like you just
Or is it
Where-
more beating around the bush?
beating around the bush. There you go. Beating around the bush is like the tap dancing thing.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like a distraction in a sense, or we're just gonna tap dance around the issue kind of thing.
Yeah.
I don't know how else to explain it,
No,
but
no,
I think
perfect.
no. Yeah, I'm trying to figure out how better to explain it. There's definitely ways I can explain it better, but I think that's why there's what is it called? Tap dancing throughout the album is because the themes of the album are conversations that usually get tap danced around.
Oh yeah, the whole thing. There's too many on here.
Yeah. Like he has, I mean, we'll get to all of them, but so far we've already gotten to like relationships, cancel culture, identity shit, love. A relationship. I don't think if we hit religion yet, but religion I think is throughout the whole thing. So
Yeah, he does mention that in the.
Yeah.
A lot of it.
I feel like it's more so in the second, but that's because he gets super introspective. So, but yeah, it's throughout the whole album. But these are topics that are usually just danced around and avoided. So you're tap dancing. Like I feel like it's always songs that are meant to distract, but there's an underlying meaning.
Right.
Yeah.
Love it. Anything else?
For a savior?
Yeah.
Wait, The interlude or
No, this is the actual song.
That's the song. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Anything else? You got any notes?
I like that Baby Keem did the beat.
That's true, right? He said two of them.
Keem, yeah.
This one and N95.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's dope.
Is he also on the song?
No.
No, the one before the interlude.
Yeah, he's on that one.
Oh, because he's noted as one of the featers on the actual song.
Oh, it's at the end.
So it's Baby Keem and
No, it's at the end. No, he is on it. He is on a part. I just seen it.
Did he do that beat? He did that
on the
beat,
lyrics.
he did the beat.
I seen it
And
on
Sam
YouTube.
Dew's on there. I don't know.
Yeah, that's a dude.
Yeah, it's like part of shit.
Sam Dew's the dude you mentioned was on the
On
Wale song.
Well, yeah.
Actually, I'm sorry. Baby Keem is not part of that production.
All right.
You have Oklahoma, Soundwave,
Misleading
JLBS.
information.
You have Cardo. Cardo's nice. Mario, Luciano, and Rascal.
No, so my bad. That
No
was
Baby
another
Keem.
two. 'Cause I
He's
always
just
get
a
those
feature,
two
though.
confused.
So Baby Keem does
And 95.
ad-libs for the first verse, chorus with Sam, and then Sam does ad-libs for the second. And then Baby Keem has his own, bitch, are you happy for me? Really? Are you? Yeah, that is Keem. Yeah.
Okay.
Are you happy for me? You're smiling in my face, you know,
Yes.
kind of thing. That's Keem.
Yes, you're right. So he does.
That's the only thing where he's actually, so yeah, he
He's
is there.
featured,
Got like a bridge in there.
The bridge, yeah.
I bet. Okay. No, I like that track too. I had no problem with
What
that
do you
one.
guys think about like the whole Savior thing?
As far what the interlude and the track together.
No, I mean, yeah, I guess, yeah.
Oh, all right.
They
I
play
like,
off each other anyway.
I like the fact that he's kind of admitting to himself, like, "Yo, I'm not this guy that you guys are making me out to be.
Right. This
Mm-hmm.
I'm
musical
really just a
savior.
regular dude.
Right.
Like, please don't put me out to be this.
Yeah.
You know, like, just like you,
I go through shit.
I go through shit just like Future does and Bron.
Yeah. All
You know,
of us.
We all go through shit. Like, I'm not a savior here. I'm still trying to figure this out like everybody else.
Yeah.
Like, that's real shit. Like, sometimes you gotta let these fans and people know. I
That's
don't know
what
why.
we hold them up. Like there's, the average listener
Yeah.
like holds them up to these standards and stuff like that. Like,
But somebody had to be, right? Like, that's kind of what it is. If it wasn't Kendrick, it was gonna be somebody else.
I feel like it's been said, no?
What,
I feel like all these things have been said. Like, why are you looking at celebrities like we're nobody kind of thing? I feel like that has been said.
Yeah, and Kendrick's been pretty good about
You just have to
keeping,
keep repeating yourself.
yeah.
about staying out of trouble, like really just doing his own thing and telling people as much as he wants to give out.
Mm-hmm.
He's been that perfect, like he's played that
And,
really
yeah.
good. Like when he pops out, it's very like strategic.
Mm-hmm.
Like if he's doing like a commercial or something, like all right, he's out there and then move on to the next thing. He's been good like that. So it's
You
been
don't
cool
know
to see
too
it
much
now.
about his life.
Right, until he gives you something like this.
You're right.
Then you find out
Yeah.
like, okay, he has been doing some stuff. There is a dark side
He's
to
been
him.
going through some.
He's going through shit. But you expect that, but you don't know until you get it. You can only make assumptions at that point.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I like it. Yeah, I like the concept of the whole the track. Savior. Where we at now?
7
On to-
tomorrow. Oh.
Auntie Diaries?
Auntie Diaries.
Oh shit! Sorry, I skipped one. My bad. Auntie Diaries.
Man,
Storytelling.
so many different things, man.
Storytelling is crazy.
Oh yeah.
Storytelling.
First
is
off,
always
storytelling
crazy.
crazy.
Just
Had no idea. Again, this is someone that wouldn't give that information out.
yeah.
Probably a lot of people too, like just wouldn't give this type of story out. I'm sure a lot of rappers have this type of story.
It's the last album, man. Go out with a bang. What else do you want from me? I'm telling you everything.
It's great, man.
Yeah, and this is one of the themes like people tend to tap dance around or directly talk about it, but not in a great way. Is transgendered people,
Yeah.
and the fact that like that was such an issue with Bruce when I mean there have been my aunt has been my uncle for my entire life.
Yeah.
And that was way before when Bruce was Bruce, man. Like, get the
Yeah.
fuck out of here.
I mean, Bruce doing
not
that
new.
made it like mainstream, if anything.
Yeah.
But it's been a thing. Obviously.
Yeah, no, it's been a thing.
been a
So, I loved it.
Yeah.
That song. I mean, I love this whole album, so I can't really.
Yeah.
But I like the fact that it's not just he talks about growing up, and then it starts like really like it's almost like he's reading, an actual diary.
Yeah.
So he's reading this, and he's talking about like his like experience it when he was younger, even if it's not him, because I also played around with what if this is actually one of his aunts and he's reading her diary and he's just speaking as her. And she's saying that she has an aunt, and then she's saying that she has a cousin, kind of thing. But anyway,
okay.
but I like the fact that he talks about how like, oh, I just like, no, she's not gay. She just, you know, she just likes women, kind of thing. Or I forgot.
She eats pussy.
Yeah, she just eats pussy. That's what it was. She just eats pussy. And then it kind of grows and it escalates to a point where it's like, no, like now, what was it? His father chose. Damn, I don't remember the line. Fuck. His father chose him over religion. Damn. Pretty much saying like the family's together. Like despite the fact that this is against like what we believe in, it's okay. We're still family.
They chose human over religion.
I think that's what it is. I thought I misheard it then, but I chose humanity over religion. Now the family's closer together or some shit like that.
Humanity over religion.
Mm-hmm.
There you go.
Which I love that line. Yeah. I thought he was talking about like, oh, his father chose. I don't know how I heard that.
Yeah, that is one of the realest lines on the album.
But yes,
choose humanity over religion.
Yeah,
I fuck with that.
And that's I mean that's how I feel honestly. So as far as like with my own beliefs, so I love the fact that like I heard it here and it's like it's almost like the Jay-Z the 444 interview when he's explaining like what he believes in and that he's not really religious but more spiritual. I'm like, holy shit, yes, and he's describing it and I'm like, oh, I've done that. I believe in that and this and that, you know. It's like, oh, I have a word for it.
Yeah, sometimes you gotta hear it.
A sentence for it.
Yes.
Yeah. But I love the fact he shows like the kids that he went to school with reacting to it, like, you know, society, family wise, and all these different perspectives.
Yeah.
That was dope.
It's a private company, so.
Oh, private.
PG.
Who PG?
PG Lang.
All fair. We were talking about P-Lang. There you go. I was gonna cut all that because I was looking.
P-Lang. P-Lang? PG
Lang?
Lang?
PG. Oh, PG Lang.
PG
Lang.
Lang.
PG Lang.
You got any thoughts on the song?
Which song? Which song are we on?
Auntie Diaries.
Auntie Diaries.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was pretty interesting to hear that story.
Yeah, no room for contradiction. As he talks about the white girl that came on stage.
Yeah. Which that part was funny, the way to end that song too.
Yeah, because it goes into the next one.
Yeah.
So that was fire.
What is the next song, by the way?
Oh.
Mr. Morale.
Yeah. That I didn't know this. He starts it with a comment. It's somebody who like just vlogs for they like I guess their own like podcast vlog whatever for sports, and it's a Cowboys fan, and that was him reacting off a game where the Cowboys lost by like 30 or some shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did not know that either. That's dope.
Yeah, I saw that on Genius. It was like, I forgot what team they played, but the score, I think that, no, the end score, it wasn't 30. It was the end score was 7-27 or 7-37, one of those.
That was done by Pharrell, right?
Yeah. I think this is the only song that only has one producer on it. Just Pharrell.
And then he goes, but yeah, he's like, it was the worst show. So it's kind of like he's picking up on that, picking up on the, which I didn't know at all. Like I don't remember the white girl going on stage. Remember any of that. So this is like all from Genius. This is not me making connections at all. But I thought it was dope though.
Yeah.
It's like describing that was the worst show I've ever seen. So yeah. What are the thoughts about this one? Super mellow,
but I thought he really picked it up rapping wise on this track and the other ones. Like you really hear some dope ass verses from this.
Or Mr. Morale?
From this one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the next two tracks. Because the last three, right?
Oh, yeah, the last three. No, the last three. Yeah, the last three. 7, 8, 9, yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Auntie Diaries. Like he really like gets, like you said, back into the introspective bag. Like,
yeah.
It's more so, well, I mean, there is some storytelling on Mother Sober.
Mm-hmm.
But as far as after Auntie Diaries, like he's really getting into the rapping again. And I appreciated that. So this is like the beginning
effect
of it.
on this. I love the whole choir effect in the background of the beat.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
This is fire. And then the whole, he talks about detoxing and all that shit. Because I feel like the second half picks up a little bit more and then drops really low at like Auntie. Like I feel like Savior was a little bit up there tempo-wise.
Mm-hmm.
And then drops all the way down. And then it comes back up. It like, you know, it's all waving around and shit. But I like the fact that he talks about like I'm detoxed, and it gives that feeling of like now you're facing all the shit that you faced when you were not sober. when you were under any type of influence, now you have to deal with all the grieving sober.
Yeah. I was gonna also say, the dope part about this too, rapping wise, was both verses. He started by referencing his children.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
That shit was dope.
Yeah.
It was on some dad rap shit, so that was pretty cool too. So that's the one thing I remember about this song that I liked.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
This is fire. Yeah.
Yeah, that was Mr. Morale.
Steam rolling through it, man.
All right. Next up, where we at? Mother Sober.
Mother. Yeah.
Is it? I feel like that's not an I. I feel like that's a bracket.
I think it's a bracket, honestly. Yeah. I think it's Mother and Sober kind of thing. Ego Must Die, but I Let It Purge. I thought that was fire. That was a fire line.
Yeah, Ego Death is always dope to hear.
Yeah. I think, this is like, okay, oh, I'm sorry. I read the wrong notes. This is after, I think, the distraction. I mean, the detox. He says I detox. Then I think 8 is more, this is after the detox where everything's kind of hitting him. And then he's been talking about going to therapy throughout the entire, like Whitney mentioned it too, like throughout the entire album. So this could be at the point like, okay, like I'm clean now. I'm not under any type of influence, and and also healthy body-wise and all that shit. Everything's out of my system. But now I'm in therapy trying to get myself better, reliving shit sober now. That's how I saw it.
Is this a track where he kind of like referenced him cheating?
Yeah.
Okay, this is the one. All
it's
right,
kind of like, almost like the end. Wait, is this where she says session 10? No, she says session. Damn it. I don't know what song that is. Where it's kind of, it almost seems like it's the end of a therapy session. Well, I mean, the end of a therapy, like, of multiple sessions.
Right.
Like, the tail end of, like, oh shit, like, enlightened and all that.
Yeah.
So, yeah. So, I feel like these last 3 tracks are him, like, relearning shit and just coming like, okay, like I know this happened in my past, but now that I'm talking about it again and I'm in a different mind space, I'm living it differently.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a memory, but I'm still living it differently. So I like the fact that like it kind of comes up and it's shit that a lot of people do go through, and you're like, oh shit, well I actually didn't experience a lot of my experiences sober or clear-headed in a way. So
Yeah. Yeah, ending the line or every verse talking about you haven't experienced pain until you experience it sober. Mm-hmm. Just saying it twice like really adds to the effect.
Yeah.
Really appreciated that too. Nah, shit, track was fucking dope all around.
Mm-hmm. And then 9, Mirror, I Choose Me. And I think after all the heavy shit in his past, he's choosing himself. And then also this is the last song of his last TDE album.
Yeah.
So he's choosing himself.
Choosing himself. Kind of like what I said before. Sorry.
No. You're fine.
I'm not fine.
Gamble on yourself, man.
Yep.
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with that. It's a great message, man. It's a great fucking message. He has the career that I think every like rapper that dreamed of being signed would want. Like, yo, you fulfilled your promise. You were successful as fuck. You were the top star. Mm-hmm. Won all these awards. And now, like, your contract is up. You're free to do whatever the fuck you want. Mm-hmm. What do you want to do? Like, this is like that dream scenario, bro. I can't imagine the last person that really did this. I mean, if you want to consider Jay. Right. He's did on a different level. But this was like dope. Classic after classic after classic. And now you out.
Hell of a fucking career.
Hell of a fucking run, bro. Whatever happens at PG Lang, I don't think it affects his legacy at all.
No.
Like, he's still dope.
Not at all. 5 albums? No.
It's like one of those Jordan things, you know. Yeah. Win all those rings, and then nobody's going to judge you as an owner.
Yeah, or that you went to
or
the
a general
Wizards.
manager or whatever.
Yeah, like, you're still Jordan.
Yeah.
You'll always be Jordan.
Kendrick is cemented.
You'll always be Kendrick.
Which I thought, like, and this song aside, which is great. It's a great ending. I had no problem with it. Mm-hmm. Did we say it felt like an outro or no? It didn't feel like an outro?
I felt like an...
Or it feels like an intro. You can look
I
at
forgot
it
which
both
one you
ways
said.
on either or.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, damn. I don't know.
Because in a sense, it's like it gives away the central theme of the album.
Yeah, so I felt like... I'm on the fence. But then you can listen to it in reverse, so... Is it really an outro?
Yeah, if it's an outro, it gives you a summary.
Yeah, and if it's an intro,
it gives you like what you're about to listen
synopsis.
to. Synopsis. Yeah, there you go. Yes. So yeah, I guess you play it that way.
But yeah, no, this is a good one. I think it's a better intro than I think it's a better intro than the intro.
Okay.
Yeah, I think the grieving one is a better outro than an intro.
But okay, all right. So Now that we've done the track by track, thank you for that, by the way. Let's just get to the fucking meat and potatoes of it. What the fuck did you think about the album as a whole? Where does it rank? Let's start with Sade.
Rank?
Yeah, I know.
Fuck.
I know it's tough to rank because it's only been less than a week.
I've only listened to it 2 days. That's it.
Okay.
I didn't listen to it on Friday. I listened to it Sunday night while I was at work, and then today with you guys.
All right, so fuck the rank shit. What do you think about it? Just
I
off
can't
your
rank
listens.
it yet. I think it's phenomenal. I think it's amazing. The only thing I would skip, and not even really, I would skip maybe the interludes just because, no, Baby Keem interlude, that's a song.
The Kodak?
The Kodak, even though I will admit it does, it's not bad. It's good. You know, I wouldn't listen to it again though.
Right.
But I don't think it's bad. I like the fact that, yeah, we had to wait a long time, and it was a little painful to wait that much, that long, 5 fucking years. But I feel like Kendrick is somebody who needs to live life to make music. So I just feel like it was worth the wait. He lived life, therapy, had all his shit, and even taking the time to properly express himself. I think it was good. It was worth the wait.
It was great. How'd you feel, bro?
I felt the album was really good. Double disc idea was dope. Me personally, I wish I would have heard more TDE artists on it. And then I don't know what's going on within that whole thing. But yeah, man, very solid album. I love that he's rapping. The producers, he hooked back up with Soundwave. I was ecstatic about that. Kodak is on it, narrating left and right. It's really solid. As far as ranking goes, I don't know, cause like Sade, I only listened to it like 3 times. Yeah, 3 solid times. So it's got to grow on me. Mm-hmm. But I like some, really radio friendly hits. Concept is great. So, man.
Imagine like the shit we like pick up on after listening to it like to a week. It's just 3 days, or 2 days, whatever the fuck. But
a lot of 444 like influence on it. The way I feel,
I agree.
Yeah.
I think if we were comparing rappers' albums to Marvel movies, Kendrick's is Eternals, in the sense that it's the Oscar type movie that has only a little bit of action, but the story behind it, you just can't deny like its greatness and its appeal to it and its universal appeal. Everybody can pick a little something from it, and it's got it's just like Internals. It's got a little bit of like LGBTQ appreciation. It talks about issues that maybe people aren't ready for, like the Marvel audience really wasn't ready for the shit that happened in that movie. Yeah, it was shot different. They brought a different type of director. It was just with a different type of vibe, but it's something that everybody needed to see.
And down the line, you'll understand it.
And down the line, you'll understand how big it is in the scope of everything else that's going on.
Yeah.
Yeah, because there's a whole lot of people that I saw like, are you guys dick riding Kendrick's? Are you guys serious?
It's not that.
Are you serious?
You go with the artist and you see where they at. Like,
yeah, there was somebody I followed that said something about the album, and somebody commented and said that like, are you really dick riding Kendrick? And he was like, well, I guess I am. The fuck? He's like, that shit was dope.
Now at the same time,
for everybody.
I see people's arguments for why they don't fuck with this album, and I completely understand. I get it. This is not your cup of tea.
I don't.
Yeah, but it's because the people that do, I get it as well. I personally love this album. I think off the first few listens, I think I'm gonna love it more. It's just like those movies that I go back and check that I'm like, I always catch a little something every now and then again. Every time I see Goodfellas, every time I see A Bronx Tale, I always catch some shit I didn't see before. Yeah. So I think this is what's gonna happen with that album. Some like the theories you had before, I want to go back and check, and I'll probably catch something that I didn't before. So I think it's really important to have stuff like that instead of those albums that are just one and dones.
Yeah, no, this is. I mean, Kendrick's never made a one and done though.
He hasn't. No, thank God.
All his shit, you every time you listen to it, you're like, what the fuck?
And that's all you want, I guess. I mean, out of a fan, you want replayability in your shit. Something you can really appreciate that was worth the money or worth the attention you put to it. This is dope. I can't wait to see. I don't know if I'm going to be able to go to this live, but just to see like highlights of this live. It's going to be dope. And more videos.
Recently went to Ghana.
Yeah.
Right. You saw that.
Saw that.
He was playing soccer with some kids out there.
can y'all like, all right, even Kev, with what you heard, can y'all find negatives in this shit? I'm not trying to say this is the best album ever created, but are there any negatives that stick out to y'all with this album? Because I feel like we can't. I feel like we're all in agreement that this is dope, which is fine.
Kodak.
But I feel like we got to pick it. All right, that's cool. Besides that,
No, he said the
'cause
TDE
I agree
thing.
with you.
TDE
Yeah, good
artist.
point. Okay, anything else?
I mean, not that I'm against Chris's point, but I think is it because of, I think it's the type of album that he put out. It's the reason why there's probably no features like that.
I
It's more
agree.
personal?
Yes,
It's
I
a
agree.
personal album, so there's not really gonna be.
Yeah, I think the features. I agree with that one. That's why there's not a lot, because I don't think it's meant to be distracting in a sense. Like,
Right.
oh, it's like, oh my God, he has SZA on it. Like, I don't think it's meant to be like that. Even though I did kind of get that way with Ghost. It's like, oh shit, Ghost is on it, but even Ghost wasn't that long.
Right.
So I mean, it is kind of distracting to have Kodak, but that must have been his own reasoning.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I think because it's a personal album, I don't really find anything negative. He like Sade said, he had to live life in order to give us this perspective, this point of view, his story, without living that life, without making the mistakes that he did, without going through, the help that he needed to get and the therapy. We wouldn't have this album.
Right.
So
Yeah.
I really can't. If it was like more of a public album with like features, and we could definitely say, I don't think that was a good feature. I don't think that was. This is too personal for me to be like. For me, I can't do it to this album.
Right. With what he's grown into,
Right.
with kids and stuff, making albums like that, I can't see him having an album where he would have a feature again. Kind of turns into like J. Cole status in a sense. Like, there's got to be a reason to have a feature now at this point. It's got to make sense in the story that you're trying to tell.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. Good point.
And I do agree that, like I said before, I agree that SZA should have been there instead of Summer, but now that you said that, Summer does make sense in that song. She's talking about London.
Yeah.
It makes sense.
Get
have
someone
her.
who's been through the situation you're talking about. Yeah, absolutely.
It makes total sense. I mean, SZA could have said she could have fit into the song, but Summer just makes more sense.
Yeah.
Because she actually has shit to talk about.
And I'm sure down the line we'll hear more about like why Kodak was chosen to say those parts in the story. I'm sure there's some like correlation, because he does mention like he even Kendrick says he's more Kodak Black than something else.
Oh,
There's a lyric
yeah.
in there.
Yeah, there must be. I'm sure in an interview soon enough. Yeah, he'll mention it.
Yeah.
Zane or something.
Be dope to hear an interview. Yeah, I would love to hear the interview. I'm sure it would come out sometime soon. Anything else that we're missing? Anything else we should say? Oh, negatives, right?
Yeah. Do you have a negative?
Shit, man. I want to say, I guess it's going to grow on me. But at first, I wasn't too big of a fan of bringing back the spoken word poetry raps. Just wasn't.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And, you would think I would like that shit, but it just, I don't know. Because it felt too much like To Pimp a Butterfly again. But then I also was hearing about the theory, I don't know who the fuck said it, that the album is a little bit of every other album he's done.
I can hear it.
Yeah.
There's some Good Kid in there. There's some To Pimp a Butterfly. There's some Untitled in there.
I mean,
There's some Damn in there.
He references. I don't know if he references Damn or Untitled, but I know he references To Pimp, because he literally said To Pimp. I forgot, and then Good Kid he mentions too.
Yeah.
At least twice. I know you mentioned the tour, and I think he mentioned it again somewhere else.
Right, even if not with lyrics, but just with beats and just the vibe, the style, you can definitely tell there's a little bit of each album in there.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. I didn't even realize that.
A lot of open beats.
Open beats?
Yeah, meaning like there's a lot of room. I mean, it's less is more. So like there's not a lot happening in the beats where it allows you to really pay attention to his cadence, his aggression, his lyrics, the way he's saying it. So there's not a lot happening where you don't have to pay attention. So it really allows you to key into what's going on. I like that.
Like the one song where like it's just like the piano. It's like no, like definitely you pay attention to everything, but definitely pay attention to this one thing.
I think it's gonna grow on me.
He's been good for that.
He wasn't lying about the flows, man. He definitely had a lot of flows. Not gonna say that were like new flows I've never heard before, but they were great nonetheless.
He's good at that.
He's great at that. Yeah, I think it's dope.
Because I feel like there's always a reason for it.
Yeah.
The different inflections and like the quick switches and shit. There's always a reason for
It's
it.
impressive as fuck every time, man. He's definitely dope. He put on a clinic, especially those last 3 tracks. For sure, for sure. Yeah, we talked about before. He had hits. As far as other negatives, I don't know. I'm going to listen more to it, and I'm sure I'll find more shit that I'm like, this track was okay. Like, I'm sure, like, a year from now, we'll talk about it again and see how we feel.
Yeah.
Because then at that point, I feel like we can really rank it.
Yeah.
Well, for sure.
Like, a year, or you guys feel like less time we can rank it?
No, I feel like a year is a good time. Like, end of the year. So, I mean, that's not really a year, actually. That's like 6 months. Never mind.
But it's not a bad time to talk about it again.
No, that's not
the 6-month mark.
I mean, we'll end up talking about it anyway. But
sure.
in a year, we can talk about it again. It'll probably be like Grammys next year.
Did Cole... I believe Cole dropped about a year ago. I was going to say, I think I saw something recently. Cole dropped about a year ago, and I think Drake dropped a little bit after that. That means Drake, Cole, and Kendrick dropped?
Drake dropped in the summer, right? Of last year.
I think so. Can we get a double check on that?
Drake's latest album?
Yeah, and Cole's latest. I want to see if they all drop within the same year, basically. If they all drop within the same 365. Because if that's the case, I want to just basically ask y'all, who do you think had the best album?
Or March.
So Certified Lover Boy is September 3rd of 2021. Sixth studio album, Certified Lover Boy, September 3rd. The project was originally teased to be released. So it was supposed to be released January 2021, but it came out September 3rd.
2021. So September 21, and then... Ow.
And Cole dropped when?
Cole. Ow, I just cracked my toe. It hurt.
Me too.
I scrunched it, and it's like, ow.
The off season, right?
Yeah.
Released along the way studio album off season, May of 2021. May of 2021.
There you go. Yeah. It just
recently dropped. That's all within 1 year. Oh, look at that.
Hold on. I'm sorry. Give me a sec. Release date.
Killing me, Smalls.
Hold on. J. Cole released a longer way to album still off season this year, and then back then he said it was the beginning of the end. This also Jones has been Harden years, including Middle Child, which led. Okay, so yeah, 2021. So Drake and Cole released the same year.
All right, so very quick before we move on to the next thing, because we're looking a little tired.
Wait, May 21, right?
Yeah, last year.
Okay, so no, that's still within the year.
Yeah.
Because that was last year, so that's 3 of them within a year.
The big 3 dropped. Right now, how y'all feel? Who had the better album between 3 of them?
Kendrick.
That's tough.
I think it's Kendrick, Cole, Drake. I don't think Drake should be on that list anyway, but yeah.
I don't know.
I agree.
I like Cole.
Third.
I like Cole. Cole, because I've listened to it much more, so I got to come back to you on that. But for now, it's Cole. Yeah.
I'd say right now, just because maybe it's because of the prison of the moment, but I'm going to say Kendrick.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I did like Cole's. I think because this album got me on my emotional side. And that's,
You connected more to this one?
I think that's why. It is fresh. It's, yes. But I think it's a little bit more than that for me. So I think because I connected with it more on an emotional level, that's why, So I resonate with it more.
Bet. All right, man. Leave it at that. Oh, man.
You get your intro shit?
I don't know.
There was so many choices we had before, too.
Yeah.
What you want to listen to?
We almost do it like any song. We can get to talking some shit on the
drums
now.
You hear the drums?
Biggie posters. Vanilla apple bums.
What's up?
And our random microphones here in our back wall. Episode 130. Yeah, we're fucking here now.
Yeah.
It's Bro Sade and Villa.
We can actually.
I don't know what song we can use.
Episode 130 on the pod. He was talking our shit. He was going hard. Nobody could stop us. No way. No way.
Just use this.
fucking with us. Huh?
You can't have the music playing.
Ah,
I said that.
don't listen.
Aha.
I found some.
See, look, if he keeps that
Oh,
going,
yeah, he
then
keeps
you come
that.
with the melodies and start it.
I'll be like 130. What about this? Have you ever heard this song?
All right, we're back. So we just saw Freddie Gibbs get his ass beat. Well, really, did he? I mean, he got his ass beat, but for 20 people to be jumping him, if it is in fact 20, him just walking away with like a swollen eye. I mean, I'm sure he has other like
I mean, he's got other injuries, I'm
ailments,
sure.
but like he looked fine and he performed right after. He couldn't be that bad.
Like we said before, it's dedication. I mean, there's a W, I mean, in the scope of things, but, you know, on the hip-hop side of things, it's going to look like an L. I mean, he's already getting dragged over Twitter.
I don't think it's the W.
No,
at
W
all.
in the sense of, like, if he got jumped by 20 people and that's all
That's
that came out
happened
of
to
it,
him? Yeah.
that's a W.
Okay, yeah, that is one.
Because
Yeah.
it could have ended up a lot worse. Could have been in fucking ICU.
Yeah.
Stomped the fuck out. So, yeah, that's a W if you're able to perform right afterwards.
Mm-hmm.
But, yeah, on the hip-hop side of things, like, you took an L. And Benny looks like, you know, the winner in that situation.
Yeah, somebody went Gibbs losing credibility more and more by the minute. But like my thing is he got jumped.
Mm-hmm.
What I mean, how does he lose credibility if he got jumped? I mean, I guess multiple times maybe that's why.
Yeah,
Because you can't help if you get jumped. Anybody could get jumped.
Anybody can get jumped. And then if he just beats up the goons.
20
then-
people?
20 people, right? And if somehow he wins that, right, then it's just, okay, Freddie Gibbs beat down a bunch of Benny's goons. Not Benny. No big deal at that point.
Mm-hmm.
They could spin it any way they want. Then they'll just say, that, oh, he was in a fight with one of the goons.
That shit crazy. I'll play it while we're in in the video portion.
Yeah. And we don't know the rest of it. I mean, it was broken up from what we saw. But, yeah, he took a couple hits.
Mm-hmm.
But we don't know what really happened.
Well, Freddie should have never said anything.
Yeah,
About the
granted, yeah.
Project came and went.
Granted.
Or
I mean,
the song.
Did he say anything that warranted getting jumped?
It started with that fucking question and then the answer.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's like it came and went.
I thought Benny said that. Or was that Gibbs?
Gibbs said
Gibbs
that.
said it came, it went. Yeah. That's right. Okay.
And that, you know, those types of statements that for no reason need to
So,
be said
yeah,
and then it gets
like, for
taken
what?
out of
Yeah.
proportion.
I feel like something happened behind the scenes that nobody knows. Well, at least not a lot of us know about. Because, I don't know. It's not something like that. I've jumped people for a lot worse. So. I mean, for like a lot more, I mean. So I just feel like that would, I don't know.
Yeah, no, I'm sure there was some behind the scenes. Maybe they tried to talk about it when that first
you
that
see
shit
it?
first went down. I don't think there's any peace treaty after this.
Mm-mm.
No more songs together. It was good while it lasted. Yeah, and hopefully that's the end of the violence. That's all you can say.
Sports?
Yeah. Can we
Absolutely
talk about this fucking monstrosity that is sports betting? Kev, Villa, you guys pretty much got me into this and you keep me in it.
I didn't get you into anything. Don't say that. No, I'm kidding.
The
I'm
lies.
kidding. I gotta get to it.
I used your
The
link.
lies.
I used your link.
Because you and...
Yo.
Damn.
All right, man. I probably did. I'm sorry. man.
Pause, if applicable.
Because you kept
Use
talking
your
about
link.
it. I got Juan talking about it. Juan's boys talking about it.
Yeah,
I'm
man,
here
it's
just
just-
itching. And then I started it. And then you had to follow. Yeah, you followed. You're right
I'm
after.
a FanDuel fanatic, man. So, yeah, bro.
I itched to fucking get off.
Had a great day on Friday. Won a little bit of change.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Not bad. I parlayed 2 different games. Which I didn't even think that would happen, but that one hit out of all at once. Sunday, I was feeling good. Game 7, woke up like everybody else, ready to put a little bit of change on everything, make a little couple things happen.
Yeah.
First game didn't go so well. I'm like, all right, whatever. I'm feeling confident about the second one.
Yeah.
Bro, what the fuck?
What? Which one was
Nah,
it?
Phoenix.
Phoenix.
And Dallas. What in
What
the
did-
entire
okay,
fuck?
what night was this?
Sunday.
Sunday.
Who did you bet on? Suns?
No, I had a bunch of different parlays on stuff. Like
Oh,
I
okay.
hit everything that was Dallas.
Mm-hmm. Okay. What?
And
did
the Suns
what did it for you?
Lost everything.
Every
on the
Suns,
Suns.
just everything because it was just a terrible game. Just to score.
Oh,
There
you
was,
had it on one parlay?
No, I had multiple parlays, but I included like the Suns in the anything I had the Suns in just did not hit.
Oh yeah, no.
Yeah, and anything for the Mavs, like I maybe missed 1 or 2.
That's why I like doing, I like separating some of the parlays. Maybe the money lines, because they're money lines. I'll put money lines together, but like I'll have multiple money lines on multiple parlays, but any of the points separate, just because it freaks me out. Because I hate to. I've lost from that before.
Just ridiculous. Just a shameful showing by the Phoenix Suns.
All those players can suck a franc. Be 1 point off. The fuck is that?
29 points in the first half. 29.
29 the first.
Yeah.
You know what? I'm gonna retire right now to my man.
I mean, I could get into it, but I'm not gonna get into it.
I just lost my parlay, so.
What was on tonight?
Did the Mets win?
Oh man.
Nah,
All the games canceled. That's right, because of the storm.
Yeah.
Nah, the Blue Jays lost. I'm sorry, the Rays lost, and I had them to win. They lost to the Tigers. Everybody else was panning out, so. You live and you lose, man. I mean, you live and you learn.
Live and learn.
You live and you learn.
You good?
Right, so
yeah, man.
It's
What
also
we
on
you have any takes?
on the Suns.
Sunday game.
I'm talking about the Suns.
On the
series.
Suns, man. It's
Game 7.
oh man, it's just so a shame that they finished. What was their record? E? What did they finish at?
They were the first in the Western
Like
Conference.
60-22.
Does it upset
62-18. Of course it does.
How much?
It upsets me very much. Very much. Oh, y'all want me to get into character? I don't want to get into character with these fools, these suckers.
You mentioned it before, so I thought you guys had talked about it. Oh, I thought it was planned. Never mind. I got excited.
64
and 18. And
for them to lose to the 50 and 22 Mavericks or 50 and 32.
52 and 30 Mavericks.
That is some off night.
Off night? That's not even an off night.
Who does Devin Booker think he is?
Somebody taking over.
I got nothing.
Devin Booker.
that shit was wild. That shit was wild. I would look up every like few minutes. I'm like, wait, what time is it? It's because to me, it almost seemed like the score wasn't changing.
It wasn't.
Okay.
Just on one side.
Yeah, well, yeah. Because I'm like, I don't remember this. But wait, now it's 57-27. I remember seeing 27. It feels like a half hour ago. What time? My watch died at some point, and there's only these like, it's maybe 5 people on my bar that are watching the game, watching the Suns. Everybody else is watching Rangers. So I'm just like, who am I? I'm trying to zone in on who's watching the game. I'm like, all right, so what's happening? I'm like, what the fuck is happening? They're like, did you bet on the Suns? I'm like, no, I wouldn't have bet on them. I didn't. But I'm kind of pissed at all the people that, and it's been happening the past 2 weeks. I haven't bet in a while. All my like picks won, and I'm very upset about it. But moving on.
Prior to that game 7, did you think the Suns were gonna win?
No.
No. I feel
Always
like
had
Luka was
Mavs.
too strong.
I had hopes.
Well, the Suns were. I mean, they were doing
High
great.
hopes.
I had high hopes that they would
But-
put on a good performance.
At least that.
DeAndre
didn't at
Jordan
all.
disappeared. I mean, DeAndre Jordan. He
DeAndre-
might as well have been DeAndre Jordan.
He's on the
because he's not
Sixers now.
DeAndre Ayton.
DeAndre Ayton was
I don't know
nowhere
what
to
he
be found.
was. In the trash can.
in the trash can.
Your 3 best players didn't even hit 20 points.
Devin Booker just goes out with 11 points. Was it?
Yeah.
11 total.
11
No, I know it
points.
was under 15 for sure.
11 points.
48 minutes.
And talking spicy.
48 minutes.
Talking
Holy
spicy
shit.
about.
That Luka special shit shouldn't happen.
11 and 48.
Yeah, there you go.
There you go.
Just like the fuck.
That's
It was.
wild.
It was moments. Everybody said it was moments too. In that Celtics and Bucks series, it was when Giannis dunked on Horford, and you saw Horford do that little nod.
Okay, yeah.
Series changed after that. And when that Luka special
The
shit
whole
happened,
ball thing when he hit it, when Booker hit it out of his hand.
that too.
That's what.
No,
That-
the other one where Booker fell on the ground and he looked at the camera. You
Luka
talking about that
special.
one? Yeah.
Yeah, that changed the series right there. It's the little shit talking remarks that just gives the little
That push.
that push.
Yep.
Just like in winning time at the end with the coach giving Magic the Rookie of the Year voting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or when LeBron and D Wade were mocking Dirk Nowitzki for being sick. And
True.
Dirk Nowitzki
Oh,
turned
yeah.
up.
They didn't have to do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just it's fuel on the fire. That's
It is,
exactly
yeah,
what that,
it's just-
cliches about.
Quit playing with me before I turn you into a song.
Yeah. That's him. There you go.
Bam.
Any other topics we should get into? Anything else? I mean, sports.
Yeah.
I'm pretty pissed off by the
Are
Suns.
we all
but it is
we're all
what it is.
agreed on the Warriors Celtics?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
I'm
I was,
on
yeah.
that. I'm on that.
I'm on
boat.
that.
Oh, okay. I know. I
Um,
didn't hear. I was talking about
I
this.
think
I didn't hear.
Speaking of disappearing,
Mm-hmm.
James Harden.
Oh yeah, what the fuck happened?
James Harden disappeared. Game
Oh,
6?
dude, yeah. As bad as production was for the Suns, his production. There's no reason. I still don't see the reason why you only took 2 shots in the second half. Attempted 2 shots the whole second half, knowing you already missed.
You played 25 minutes in the second half.
What was the first half?
24 minutes.
But he took shots.
He took shots.
He scored. Got to the line.
He was like 4 for 9, right?
When?
From the field?
Yeah.
4 for 9.
He got to the free
4
throw
for
line
11
at least.
I think he was like
okay.
4 for 11.
Yeah, but definitely put in effort.
Because I've been here. I didn't catch the game, and then I've been hearing about it. But it's just people saying like, "What the fuck, Harden," and then some type of investigation. But it's like, you know,
I don't know about that, but there's got to
I
be a
think
reason why you don't even put up.
it's probably a
shot.
bullshit to be like, "What the fuck is going on with
Honestly,
you?"
I just think he doesn't like his Doc Rivers system. He checked out from that. So
I mean, I think that's just the worst time to check out.
Yeah, because defense is not that good that you couldn't get a shot off.
Something had to have happened because that just doesn't.
I mean, at that point, just tell your coach you don't want to play. Just like,
Yeah.
sit me out.
Put somebody else in.
Yeah, I saw the
Because if
footage.
you have no fuel in the tank, then I mean,
I mean, he's got plenty of fuel. He just doesn't want to fucking play.
Yeah, man. Become a playmaker, like Embiid said, and
It's embarrassing. And you got people defending you and Embiid saying, oh, that's not who he is anymore. No, that's exactly who James is. James is one of those attack players. He loves to score. He loves for the ball to be in his hand. But, you know, if you want to blame it on the coach, I think that's garbage.
that's what he did.
no. So
Oh, no, like
we're
what,
assuming.
what
Okay.
Villa's saying that he doesn't really like, he doesn't like Doc Rivers, you know, his style of coach
Okay.
and whatever. You know, I just think it's sad. 40, how much what's he getting yearly? 44? 40?
it's not crazy.
It's some high number. $40 million I think he's getting a year. And that's what you do in game 6. Game 6, am I correct? Game 5, game 6?
Yeah.
You just check out like that? That's horrible.
Yeah.
I was asking if he wanted water. I just didn't want to say it.
I think the Sixers should get rid of him.
It's ridiculous, man. It's ridiculous. I don't even want to know what the reasoning could be behind that, because it's probably some sick shit,
Neither do
to be
I.
honest with you, man.
But you got players on there that actually want to play. You got players on there that want to make it to the Eastern Conference
Is
Final.
his contract up?
It's just
He got a 1 year.
I mean,
Oh,
that's why
1
they
year.
traded
Oh,
for him.
okay.
They traded for him so they can go there.
Right.
Yeah.
Right? If you check out, you check out.
yeah, bro. But
What about
That's it. You check out, you check out.
what's going on with Kyrie? Is his shit? Is he on 1 year? I never got to check because I feel like I don't
He
know.
got a
I don't
player.
know.
I think he got a player option
I
this
just
year.
know he on
His player-
Twitch
oh, okay.
giving his opinions out. I know he's just on Twitch playing GTA, giving his opinions out. That's all I know about him lately.
Yeah, I was talking about it with some people at work, and I'm like, I don't know. They were saying they're Nets fans, and they're like, they don't think he's gonna stay.
Well, I mean, think about it.
But-
like if you're the owner of the Nets, are you gonna, being the talent that Kyrie is, are you gonna put up with that? Like, are you gonna put up with that? Just constantly being in the tabloids for your star player just doing some extra shit. Like, people feel it's extra, but he feels like he deems it right.
Yeah, he come off as a cancer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, but is he? I mean, he
But is
may
he
be a
really a
distraction. He may be a distraction, but is he really distracting your team? Like,
Yes.
I
I
would-
mean,
I
when he
would
plays,
keep
he's like top 5 talent.
Top 5
You know,
talent.
Yeah,
you
no, I
cannot
would
deny
keep
that.
him.
Like, he's just,
That shit.
you know.
That
You're
but
gonna
are you gonna
trade-
put up
yeah.
with that? That's the thing. Like, if you're the Nets, you're cutting his checks. He's gonna put seats. He's
Yeah.
gonna fill up your seats, but are you gonna put up with that? Like, and his
Is it worth
fiasco?
the trouble?
Yeah.
That shit that Stephen A. said about him not playing a full season in the past, I don't know, 6 seasons? That shit surprised me. Did not know it was that bad. Thank you.
You good?
Yeah, could you actually? I did not know it was that bad. Did not know it was that, I knew it was serious, but I didn't know it was that bad. But whether it be, vaccine status or injury, thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's a shame. But that really goes into, like, decision making on whether you want to bring him back or not.
Yeah.
I want somebody that's going to give me a full 82 game season. I mean, and if you give me 62, okay, cool. But if you're going to be there playoffs, even better. But I would like
right.
a reliable player. I prefer that. Yeah, you got all the talent in the world. You know, God bless. But are you going to be there when times get tough? Yeah. I mean, that's what you get paid for.
Yeah.
Regardless of all the bullshit that these guys want to protest and stuff, which I completely believe at the end of the day. And I got no problem with that. You know, you're an athlete. You can stand up for what you believe in. But you're also getting paid to do a job. Mm-hmm. So yeah,
we expect you to show up. That's it. You know, you're getting paid top dollar. We expect you to show up, especially when it matters. If it's a Game 7,
yeah,
expect you to show up, man. That's really it. Like if you have a bad game, okay, but at least you're trying.
At least you try. Bro.
If you're only shooting 2 shots, you're not like. Are you really trying?
Yeah,
I'd rather you just sat your ass down on the fucking bench for 12 minutes. And
I'd rather you go 2 for 19.
Give somebody else the opportunity to bring us back.
Seriously.
Yeah.
You know.
Rather 2 for 19 than 0 for 2. You played the whole fucking half.
And he played hot potato with that basketball in the second half.
Man. And it's
literally.
like Joel Embiid. Like when are we gonna get there? You know, like he's trying.
Joel gets all the respect in the world.
Knee injury. The man's falling. He keeps
Eyes
on his back.
Out, you know what I'm
Yo, he fell a lot during that game.
Some ligament broken. He's got his eye. He's got an eye fracture.
He's so accident prone. It's insane.
Yo, you got a guy literally halfway dead on the court.
Yeah. It was just damn. What game was that? The one that we saw at the greenhouse. Which one was that one? Game 4? 3?
Yeah.
Game 4, right?
Game 4.
Yeah, he within like a 5-10 minute span was on his back more than a $2 whore, bro. That shit was crazy.
He was all over the place.
People said he flopped on that play where Danny Green got injured.
I don't
That
remember
was like the first minute of the game. You know?
Yeah.
I feel bad for
missed
Danny
that
Green.
then.
Which was sad. But that game he was falling a lot too.
That was nasty.
Yeah. What, game 4?
No, the
one?
last game.
Oh, the last one? No, I didn't catch that one.
Game 7. No, game 6.
Game 6. I think it was game 6. Yeah.
Game 6. Yeah, he fell a lot, and people were saying that was him flopping really early on, and that caused the whole Danny Green injury to tear his ACL.
That shit was
it's
nasty.
fucking sad.
I couldn't look at it.
Yeah, it was really bad, man.
Couldn't look at it.
No, I missed that one. The what is it called? Oh, sorry, I have a headache. The one. Who fucked up his face and has the mask now?
Embiid.
Joel Embiid.
Yeah, damn. I like the fact that he came back, and I just.
It just goes to show you that he actually cares. Like
he was really trying to make
his
it.
Team boost.
And I'm so intrigued to see what it looks like.
I'm gonna tell y'all, man. Betting wise, I've learned that not only am I gonna make my little bets for like money line and straight stuff, but I'm also gonna do a bet every now and then on just a random role player having a big night. Because I feel like that happens all the time.
Yeah, NBA.
You know what I mean?
You're really gambling now.
Because right? Who would expect Grant Williams to have 7 threes? Right? No one fucking knew that.
That's too scary for me.
Or Spencer Dinwiddie having the fucking night he had.
I like penny machines. I'm definitely not doing that.
Then Grant.
Then Grant Williams having
I tried on
night
Grant.
like that.
I lost a lot with Grant.
Yeah.
Same. Early in the season, I lost a lot with Grant. So Grant is one of those.
Just like when Grayson Allen had like a fucking 2-game stretch and he was like God out here.
Oh my God.
You could sucker Frank.
Yeah, and then just nowhere to be found.
Newfound faith
Middleton
in Grayson Allen. I was like, yeah, I'm about to put some money on
right?
it.
This guy's a slugger. He's a pit bull.
And like when I started betting with Middleton, he had a good streak, and then I don't know
injury.
what the fuck happened.
Yeah, just got injured.
Was this the injury?
Yeah, he didn't play at all. This
yeah, he hasn't played since like game.
No, I'm talking about in the beginning. Yeah, this is a while ago. I think it was before the injury though. Maybe that's what caused the
They got to
injury.
do it this year. If they don't, then I don't know.
Joel's been killing it though.
Well, I got $5 free and I'm gonna bet. I'm gonna make it happen tomorrow.
I think I have $650 left over.
And I'm waiting on homeboy to hit me back with the.
Because when I won 100, I forgot. I won this one parlay that was like a little over 100. I took some of it out and left like $20 to play with. So yeah. Now I'm down to 650, and I haven't won anything since.
I know.
I know.
All right, man.
Who do you think is gonna take it though?
The whole thing.
Yeah. You think Golden State?
I think something
You
happens.
think Celtics are gonna choke?
I'm going Boston
No,
all the way.
I think Boston goes all the way.
I think it's gonna be very fucking close.
Let this be noted. This is the only time I'm rooting for Boston.
Yeah, I think
Let
Boston
this be
takes it.
very clear and known.
Should we
Boston
take a video
takes
for
it.
LB?
Tatum.
Should we take a video for LB?
Nah, I mean, I told her in person. I'm like, this is the only time I do this, but it's.
Nah, Tatum gets it this year.
I think
Tatum,
Boston's gonna
bruh.
take it.
Yo, that shit is
And gets the
insane.
Eastern Conference, the Larry Bird Trophy, the Eastern
Oh, yeah.
Conference
He's getting the Larry Bird
Championship MVP or whatever.
which I really like that. I don't think we even got to talk about that.
Guess who's on the other side of the ball defending him?
Who?
Jimmy Butler.
Oh, I thought you meant like finals wise.
Eastern Conference Finals.
Yeah.
You think he's gonna take?
Who's Jimmy Garden?
Jimmy Garden, Tatum.
Butler.
Tatum.
Oh, Tatum.
Oh, Tatum.
Yeah.
Tatum's about to run all over him.
Mm-hmm.
Vice versa.
Who do you think
Jimmy
got the
Butler
Magic
about to
one?
Give him
Who
some
gets
smoke.
the Western Conference
Mm-hmm.
Magic Trophy?
So wait, there's 2 MVPs now?
Yeah, Eastern and Western,
East and Western.
Okay.
but only for the conference championships.
Yeah.
I would say Curry gets it. I think Curry has a good series.
Curry.
Yeah, I think he's back into like playing shape off that injury.
I think Thompson's gonna take it.
I could see that too. I don't know. I can't.
I'm a big Poole fan. Jordan Poole, that's my guy. I love him.
Maybe he
I've
comes
lost
back.
with him.
Sixth man next year. Just want to say that Jordan Poole, sixth man
Make
of
the
the
bet
year.
now, man. You never know.
I mean, once it's available, I definitely will. Can I add one more thing?
Yeah, go ahead.
Go ahead.
So today.
No, you may not. No, sorry. I just
You
Today,
already said
Patrick-
I just felt the spirit of pro. Sorry.
Thanks.
It came out of nowhere.
yes. Wow, bro. I said yes quicker than anybody.
Yeah,
too.
right?
No, but he really wanted to say. No, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Sade, what the
Oh,
fuck?
damn. All
She
right.
mean as hell.
I'm gonna do a Sade. Just go ahead. Go to the next thing.
Oh, yes. Yes.
No, it's okay. Just go.
I'm
Just go.
waiting
Just
for
go.
that.
Just go. Just go.
that
It's
was
okay.
great.
It's not important.
That's
it's
a
not
clip
important.
in itself. What's like 13 seconds long? I'll take it.
I'm gonna push this shit. I'm gonna fucking put ads on that bitch.
Oh
We're
shit.
pushing that one. That's gonna get a boost.
Patrick Beverly went on
First take.
first take and
I'm just talking spicy.
just talking crazy out of his mouth.
Can you send her the video so we can play it?
Just straight like going after Chris Paul.
Chris Paul.
When it comes, if I know I'm playing Chris Paul the next day, he's like, I'm up till 1 a.m. But if I know I'm guarding someone else, I'm going to bed early and watching film and whatever the hell it is. Like,
You
bro,
want me to play it, or I mean, he really pretty much said it. No. Or
that's really the meat and the potatoes of it. But it's like, yo, bro, man, you're not really. You're a nobody.
Sorry, no. This is why I picked up my phone randomly and I saw a tweet.
about meat and potatoes.
No, about
potatoes.
about Freddie
Is that
Gibbs.
that's the name of the pod, by the way? I mean, the
About meat and
episode.
potatoes. All right.
That's like the
Yeah,
fifth
I said it too.
5th time. Yeah.
Got confirmation that Freddie Gibbs' chain is currently on a greasy neck tour. Tour date's coming soon. It's going hood to hood, block to block, city to city.
You know how people don't like feet? I hate.
You
I mean,
hate
I don't like feet. But no, like people get grossed out by certain shit.
Like back and necks.
That's how that gets me grossed out.
Back and necks.
Back in
Yeah,
X?
when you see that it's dirty, or you
Oh.
like
dirty back.
yeah, or like you could just be like you don't look like
Look
somebody
at
who,
my dirty back.
or like you just or no, but like or you could what is it? You could just look at somebody and be like, yo, I know
You
you
got
don't,
a dirty
I
back.
know you don't clean. I know you don't clean the back of your ears.
Oh my god.
Like that shit that grosses me out. Did you want me to play it or no?
Yeah, please.
Okay. All right.
Ain't nobody worried about Chris Paul when he play Phoenix Suns. Nobody in the NBA.
Well, what did I just say, though?
And I'm just letting you know how NBA players feel and think.
I believe
Phil
you.
is
What
idle.
I'm saying
He's
is,
finessed the game to a point where he gets all the petty calls, all the swipe throughs at the end. I mean, this guy is out, man. We gonna be honest. We want to be really honest.
Yes.
He should have fouled out. He should have fouled out. The last game too. You see the replay against Brunson. Hit him on the shoulder. Hit him in the mouth. Ref don't call anything.
This guy's a hater, bro.
If that's me, review it. Flagrant one. If that's him, they don't call it. So let's not get it twisted, man. He should have fouled out. He can't guard. He literally can't guard.
he can't guard.
Yeah.
He can't. Chris Paul can't guard.
He can't guard.
What'd you say?
Is that what you're saying? That he cannot guard.
Excuse me. No. I don't know that. Wait. Because you have to suit it up. You know, guys don't like to tell you all the truth. You know that. Because they scared what you going to tell.
He's right about that.
What you're saying is...
He's honest. They will lie. It's true. He's
Nigga,
not
you right.
lying
Tampa
about
Bay
that.
cost me.
Can't guard nobody, man. Everybody in the NBA know that. Everybody
can't
know
guard
that.
anybody.
What we call them? Cones.
It's like Jerry
you know what you
Springer.
do with cones? Like when in the summertime, you got a cone. You make a move. What does the cone do?
Stay still.
Exactly. He's a cone. Stop playing, man. Everybody knows that. Everyone knows that.
he looking at
It's
him
just
like...
y'all don't want to accept it because...
No, I don't accept that.
I know.
No. I'm saying, again, if you're taller than them, you know, so you can shoot over him, obviously, that's
But
an
give
issue.
him the Ben Simmons slander. Give him the PG-13 slander.
Whoa.
Give him the slander that you give
Whoa.
everybody.
First of all, Chris Paul never quit on his team.
Chris Paul was hurt.
The reason...
Yeah, so I was like, ain't nobody afraid of anybody over there in Phoenix, man. Everybody in the league knows that. That's also what he said.
There may be some truth to that, man.
Maybe not, but that doesn't give you the right to shit on
No, not at
a
all.
legend, a Hall of Famer.
It doesn't, man. But I mean, I'm sure there was some truth to that shit, though. I mean, the dude does get a pass for a lot of that shit too.
Listen to
I mean,
this.
so does LeBron James. We
Wait,
can make the
How
argument.
dare
for
you compare Chris Paul and LeBron
I'm not.
James, sir?
If we're talking about getting calls,
Did we catch this? I don't think we caught this in this clip. This because it ran long, so there's multiple clips. When I guard Chris Paul, I have steak and wine the night before. When I guard Steph Curry, I go to bed at 8 and tell my girl not to call me.
come on, bro. That's a nobody talking about this.
A nobody.
He's a nobody.
Pat Bev?
Pat Bev. He's a nobody.
Pat Bev is
what? Go ahead.
He's an NBA
what?
player. NBA player. He's a player in the NBA.
Yeah.
A journeyman, if you will.
Okay.
It's fucking wild.
All right, fine, man. You shouldn't have been talking shit.
No, it's not.
But there's some truth to that shit. Oh, yeah.
I mean, there might be.
Some truth to it, man. Come on, Chris Paul.
He gets away
He's
with
a good,
lot.
great player,
He
man.
is
But
good. He's really good.
but-
He gets away with a lot.
he's a D-bag on the court.
He definitely is. And then when they do it to him, it's like...
Yeah. Like, if I was playing against him, bro, I would hate to play against him. He would piss me off. I would do everything in my power to just fucking embarrass him and put 40 on him every chance I get.
Every chance.
As you should.
Yeah, but just because, like, he just does too much. And I've played against kids like that in soccer, where it's just like, bro, you're doing way too much. And you just want you. They think like, oh, I'm pissing you off and I'm getting you to a point that's gonna get you out of your game. Like, no, you're just being a dick. And people
like
don't like you, and you're gonna get mashed on this field.
Shit, what's his name?
That's how I
I was
feel.
trying to figure out his name from before. Piston shit. When we watched...
Thomas?
Huh? Yes.
But he's good. I'll give him that.
Isaiah Thomas is good, but he was a troll.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
This is another troll.
I guess it's a troll thing. I guess no one likes like a troll's a troll, but no one likes when you're like a short
He's a lot
troll.
less dangerous.
Pat Beverly is the definition
when you're a
of
short
a troll.
No, and you're a short troll, like Chris Paul short. Pat Bev is short, but not like Chris Paul short troll type level.
No, Pat Bev is definitely a troll. But, like, I mean, especially in this
Huge
case.
troll.
You troll, but you know when you short troll, like little troll.
Like the
Aren't they
trolls
the
that
same
live
height?
under the bridge.
Are they? I give you a word.
I gotta look this up now.
Answer me these riddles 3.
6'2".
Pat
Chris Paul
Bev.
6'4".
Pat Bev is 6'1".
6'1"? Oh.
And then Chris Paul's like,
I mean, that's tall, but, like, I thought, okay.
Chris Paul's 6 foot. Come on, get the fuck out of here.
Ow. It's by an inch. It doesn't really count.
so they're both the same height.
Yeah. And over whatever. Anyways.
So if you're saying he can't defend, he's calling it like that. Saying that he can't defend, then he can't defend. He's talking his shit.
There you go.
Answer my riddle and cross my bridge. And if you don't, then you're a bitch.
Then you're a bitch. All right, anything else? Wrap up. Oh, yeah.
Nah, man, I'm good.
The Dallas Mavericks.
E, do you have anything else that you want to add so I can instantly say yes?
Nope.
Make sure they think that I don't want to stay.
What?
No, I'm joking.
Nah.
No, I'm good, man.
I'm good. I'm good. Thank you.
Any other music coming out this week that we should be in tune of? Any big projects coming out after
No
post Kendrick?
clue. No clue.
Post Kendrick clarity?
No clue. I didn't even realize, I was telling you guys in the car, I didn't even realize nobody dropped until Joe Budden was like, oh, like, no new albums this week. You guys are really, like, making way for this guy.
People still drop.
Like, oh, no, you guys are really staying out of his way. Out of this man's way or some shit like that. Yeah, that's the album everybody's gonna be talking about. I wouldn't drop it the same day
Well,
either.
you know what? I think the real race is going to be next week. The sales between Kendrick and Jack Harlow.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
All right.
Yeah, sure.
All right. Fourth week sales make
But I
a
mean,
difference.
it's not the same week. Jack Harlow has an extra week, but I'm still thinking Kendrick's sales are gonna be way higher. His numbers are gonna be way fucking higher.
I'm not even gonna entertain it.
Jack Harlow.
You got it. It came out. It came out.
Jack Harlow
Jack Harlow.
over Kendrick Lamar.
Kendrick Lamar.
Is this a joke?
Let me tell you about Kendrick Lamar.
Cut this man's mic off right now. Cut it off.
Kendrick Lamar
He
is the
does not
LeBron
know what
James
he's
of
saying.
hip hop. And if you know how I feel about LeBron James, then you know I don't care about Kendrick Lamar.
Yo, even if you cut it off, it's still gonna catch you.
I didn't cut it off. but-
Lamar.
No, but I'm just saying.
Jack
it'd be funny.
Harlow.
Kendrick Lamar is a disgrace to the hip hop community.
Jack Harlow. The GLAMORUS.
First class.
First class. First class to the trash can.
First class. What?
First class to
First
the
in
trash
line.
can.
First in line to the garbage truck. First in line to. Good. Oh man, I'm not even.
Let's talk about Kendrick's album.
Sophomore trash. Yeah.
Taking big steps to the trash can.
What was it?
Okay,
What
this
was,
ha-
what was Ken-
is this like a
what was Jack
pre-discussed
Harlow's
skit?
album called? Come home to see what?
Come home, kids.
The kids miss
No, come home. The kid's
you.
missing.
Come home, the trash misses you.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's what it should have
Is that
been
what you're
called.
Yeah. That's what I was saying. No, that person's never going back home.
Jack
That
Harlow.
shit.
I didn't like that Jack album. I love the Kendrick album.
Yeah.
Just for the record.
A week later, I still haven't actually finished the album because I just don't want to go back to it.
Jack Harlow?
Yeah, I just don't want to go back
no,
to it.
no.
That shit was horrible.
Leave me.
You stressed out.
Leave him at the
Stressed
Churchill.
out. Stressed
It's
out.
unfortunate if there are good songs on there, and I'll just never hear them.
Leave him at the Churchill Downs with Drake.
It's okay.
Yeah, I'm good.
You're not missing anything.
Yeah, I didn't think I was.
Push these things off me like.
Leaky Beans. All right, y'all. That's been episode 130.
Push that Jack Harlow
Final
to the
thoughts or
garbage.
no? Anybody have final thoughts?
Jack Harlow album. Garbage.
Final thoughts, man.
Don't have a dirty back.
Don't have a dirty back or
Wash-
dirty nose.
Wash behind your ears, your
Ears.
neck, but use some good soap. I make sure. And if you're using washcloths, make sure you change them because I found out that people don't be changing them. It's
They
nasty
don't
too.
change their
Wash your feet,
washcloths.
people.
Wash
It's
your
hot
feet.
out.
Mm-hmm.
Wash your fucking feet.
And
For
behind your
reals.
knees.
Mm-hmm.
Everywhere. Wash everywhere.
Ladies, if you're gonna
I'll just go in
if you're gonna
there.
show your toes, make sure they're done. Make sure they look good.
Ooh.
Ladies,
For sure.
Request. Wear a
it's
sundress.
getting hot now.
Request wear a sundress.
Wear a sundress.
If you're gonna wear a sundress, make sure your
Just
toes look
I gotta
nice.
zoom in for that.
Just do it. Just do it. Just like
Pod
Nike.
Beach
do
Day
it.
would be
He
incredible.
just, you heard it. Just do it. Just do it.
Just do it. Like
Just
Nike.
do it.
Just do
Guys,
it.
don't bite your nails. Girls don't like that.
Oh shit, that was so funny. Wear a sundress.
Yeah.
All right, yeah, we can
sundress
wrap this
season,
up.
you know?
We'll wrap it up, man. Episode 130 with your host, Kid Pro.
Shadow.
Vela.
E.
Yo.
Catch y'all next week, man. Peace.
Peace.
Wait,
peace.
you like
Peace, peace.
you like sundresses? You like seeing cheeks clap? You do, right?
What?
You do, right?
Do what?
You do. You like sundresses.
You
like
wear
seeing-
It's
Sundresses, Shadow?
freeing.
You
It's- I haven't worn
you
a
like-
sundress in a while,
you
but
like
it's
seeing people in
freeing.
sundresses?
No.
Whatever, man.
Oh, I'm
Peace.
sorry. Wait for okay.
Peace,
Yes,
peace.
Villa. I like sundresses. Yes.
I mean, it is. Yeah, it is freeing. It is.
Yo, Rages in 5.
I thought he was like, "Do I like?" I'm like, "Yeah, it's freeing."
Boston in
It's just
6.
like,
Boston in 6. Warriors in 5.
Sade in 4. Kid Bro in 3. E in 2. Villa 1. Bye-bye.